What? Karin head pat, 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 Karin head pat.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, ducklings, and welcome back.
What?
I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Hello, hello, hello. I feel very sing-song today. I've had awful ideas. And I've put awful ideas into practice, so... I've been productive today. I have written emails. I have sent those emails. And I'm quite proud of myself. So... hello everyone and welcome to... what fucking day is it? Welcome to the Tuesday stream! Woo! I hope you're all having a wonderful time today. Alex, congratulations on the first, and good afternoon, Alex. Galondir, good afternoon. How you doing? Nonchalanto, good morning. Hatchney, good afternoon. Weez, good afternoon. Hello, hello. Maddie, God's eepiest fox. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, Maddie, or good evening. Maddie lives on Cthulhu time. Afid, good morning, hello. And Menden, good afternoon. Avora, good afternoon. Loki, how's it going, Loki? Hello, hello. Greetings. Jimmy, good morning, Jimmy. How are you? Oleg, hello, Oleg. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Is that Seri? That's a Seri. Seri! Thank you for the 6 months! Ah, my favorite Tengu is back. She was gone for so long. She was gone for so long. I thought she'd never come back. Sari has been on a vacation overseas. I don't know. Are you back in the country, or are you still lost to the mainland? I don't even know. Oh no, I'm an awful friend. How do I not know this? Fucking hell. Thank you for the 6 months. And Balthazar, good morning, Balthazar. Balthazar is upping this. 6, another 6. Bal, thank you for the 66 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. Hope you're well. Good morning, good morning. Sometimes the duck game feels like a Warsong Gulch against 9 paladins and a priest. We have too many healers. It is true. It is true. Reister! Tuesday in it. All right, Goff. How you doing? Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Hope you're well. It is a doomed. The chat is doomed. Always doomed. Remember, your mailman is so very doomed. Sinjin. Good afternoon, Sinjin. Hello. Eternum. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Sorry, I'm still in startup. Button. I'm very excited today. It's annoying. I am annoying myself. I'm so sorry, everybody. Here, have your ducks back. There. I am very enthusiastic today. Like I said, I've had a very productive day, and for some reason, normally I would now be exhausted, drooling on my desk, but I'm sort of innervated. It's weird. I sent beans this way. Beans? Are they on toast? And yet I still died. Didn't get the right healers. That's the problem, Jimmy. White Mage Wrath. It's what it is, huh? It is what it is. You survived the wait. I'm returning tomorrow. Okay, she's back tomorrow. Wonderful.
Europium is a chemical element.
Oh.
It has symbol U and atomic number 63. It is a silvery white metal of the lanthanide series and is the most chemically reactive, least dense, and softest of the lanthanides. It is soft enough to be cut with a knife. Europium was discovered in 1896, provisionally designated as Sigma. Europium is one of the rarest of the rare earth elements on Earth.
And say thank you for the 63 months and the ongoing chemistry lessons. Thank you so much. Did someone say secondary enervate? No, enervate and innervate are two very, very... Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Innervate. The good one. Eternum, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the raid. Is that a song? Your mail is also doomed. It is one of the songs in Mugenics. Without mentioning where or what or spoilers. It's one of the Mugenics songs. We're playing more Cats this week. Don't worry, Cats isn't done yet. Not yet, anyway. Whis suggested me. Whis, you little imposter. Whis, thank you. What are we doing? What were you doing? How was your stream? Tell me all about it. Arian! Good afternoon, Arian. Heart of the Machine, yeah! So, let me talk a little bit about what we're doing today. Heart of the Machine is a game that we already took a look at a while ago. This has been in early access for a little bit. And I did one stream on it, very much on request of the developer, and I had a lot of fun with it. However, the early access version of it was clearly very early, and the game is going into 1.0. Well, now. I say now, soon. Soon-ish. 1.0 is scheduled for the 6th of March. So in 3 days... why am I pronouncing words so weirdly today? I don't know. In 3 days from now... Well, I'm just going to roll with it. Fuck it. I'm just going to be annoying. I'm just going to be an annoying son of a bitch today. So, regular program. In 3 days from now, this is leaving early access going into 1.0. And as such, I have with me, courtesy of blatant abuse of streamer privilege, a preview version of 1.0. So that's what we're doing today. We're looking at 1.0. We're looking at 1.0. I'm really, really excited. We're going to start fresh. So for those of you that haven't seen our first attempt at this, don't worry. I don't remember shit either. We're going to go through the tutorial again. But what is Heart of the Machine? Heart of the Machine is a tactics thing. You are playing as a nascent AI, left to develop on like the remnants of a planet. That's the sandbox. Go take over some droids, develop, do what you want. That's the real question. That's the real thing. It was very sandboxy when we first touched it, and I believe it did way more than that. So today we're going to explore the game. We're going to see what routes we can take. We're going to go through the tutorial, and then we're going to figure out what the fuck we want to do with ourselves. And I'm really excited. I was playing Warframe and Enfield. Ooh. I played both of those games. Ooh. How did Warframe go? When's the next Warframe content update, by the way? I know they just did the thing, but they said it on dev stream, huh? The Painter update is soon. March 25th, end of the month. Shadowgrapher. Not super hyped by the things they revealed for it. The frame looks cool. I haven't read the abilities yet. I should probably do that. But who am I kidding? I'm gonna get the frame anyway. Local Duck has played Warframe for 12 years. What are the chances that I'm not getting the new frame, huh? What are the chances, indeed? Tactic thing, should I buy a thesaurus for Care next birthday stream? Yes, I can eat that. Wait. Ringsong, how you doing? Hello, Ringsong. Cook the duck first. Wait, why would you eat the duck? No, stop. No, and Alex, stay safe. Good luck at practice. Kill him. Be careful. A duck, you say? A duck. Hold on, let me get the duck. Let me get the duck in a way that actually works. That is wrong. So very, very wrong. That's the wrong folder. We're talking art earlier, so all of my art folders are everywhere right now. And for those of you that had the unpleasant experience of gazing the depth of my file repository, let's just say there's a reason why they say that if you stare into the abyss long enough, the abyss stares back at you. Like, I poured files into the abyss, and at one point the abyss went, bro, stop. Ferris, thank you for the 5 streak. Appreciate that. I've no idea, just played it so I can help some newbies the moment I either run out of people to help or lose reason to play the game or just go under hibernation. Same thing, Eternum, same thing. I've been playing since closed beta. Fucking Grandmaster founder and all that shit. I know exactly the feeling. Like, you log on, new content happens, you play a little bit, you grind out what you can in 2 days, and then you just go, that's enough Warframe for now. That's enough now. Thank you. You have Prime Excal and and both weapons, yeah. And both weapons. I'm one of those people. I will stay back from the abyss of degenerates. Yeah, there you go. I kneel. No, don't. I was a student. I didn't eat for a month. Financially, an awful decision. I was in uni, didn't eat for a month back then. Awful decision. So, no, but like, yeah, ancient fucking player. Design constant and everything. I really like Warframe. I wish I had more reasons to play it. My favorite thing about Warframe is not playing it, though. If you stare into the abyss long enough, the duck jumps out of you. No, that's the local pond at the park. That's the local pond at the park. And Ferris, you are the best duckling. Well done, well done. I'm an adult. I need to work to earn the right to eat, so no difference at the end of the day. I mean, yeah. Paid off because you have bragging rights. The problem with bragging rights, and I've mentioned this before, the problem with those bragging rights specifically is that you can never really brag about them, right? Like, I can do it here in my little community, because if someone comes at me, I just shoot them. But I don't know, like, you bring that frame on a mission, someone notices, and they go like, oh, the slurs I've heard, my dude. The slurs I've heard over the years. Damn. Some people real big mad. As soon as the what? Yeah. So there are 3 types of response. Not to like stroke my own ego here, right? There are 3 types of responses that you get when you load into a mission on an XCOP Prime. You either get, and it's not about playing XCOP, by the way. Like, you can play an XCOP anywhere. The frame's super viable. Everything's viable. It's Warframe. You either get people that don't notice, so no one gives a fuck. And I will be honest with you, that's 80% of all missions. Then in 18% of the remaining missions, someone notices and gets really angry at you because they think they are better than you and you don't deserve the thing you have. And then you either get really funny slurs thrown at you, even though you didn't do anything to them, or you get accused of buying your account, or all sorts of funny things. All sorts of funny shit like that. And then there's like a 1 to 2 in 100 games where someone goes like, oh cool, a founder. And then you get asked like how much you regret your decision to buy the fucking thing back when it came out. And then you have like a cute little conversation and everyone just plays the mission and then everyone fucks off again, right? But the majority of the time when someone notices, you're going to get very uncouth words thrown your direction. Why? Because people are mad that it's something they can't have, Weiss. That's the problem. That's the problem. And I kind of get it, right? In a game that incentivizes collection so much, seeing 3 items that you will never be able to obtain, no matter what you do, does sting. I get that. But, you know... maybe it shouldn't sting that much that you go out of your way to get your fucking account banned. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I'm the petty bitch that then reports them. Like, I'm not going to, like, go on a brigade of going, like, okay, these people need to die, but, like, I will report them. Because, I don't know. Disgusting. Outfit, exactly. Utka? Is that how it's pronounced, Oleg? Utka? Why can't we all have the nice thing? Because sometimes nice things have to be given as incentives to get you a thing off the ground, right? That's why. Kate's one of the nice people that allows us to even still have Warframe, so let's go. I'm going to be honest with you, brethren, my spending on that pack wasn't really what allowed Warframe to go. The fact that over the years I've spent, I do not want to know how much fucking money in Warframe. I don't want to know. I've been playing for more than 12 years now. I know how much I've spent in it, but I don't want to think about it. It's a lot. Don't worry about it. For many, many years, my gaming group neurotically bought every Prime Access bundle that came out. Every single one. For many, many years. And by many years, I mean the first 8 years. Not the first 8 packs, the first like 8-ish years. We bought all of them. At about $150 a piece. You know. Having said that, however, I have gotten innumerable amounts of hours out of Warframe, so I don't regret it, but I don't want to be confronted with the demons of my old decisions. So as much Warframe that I spent in FGO before quitting. I'm not gonna judge you, F it. As a fellow gacha gamer, like, I don't like Fate, obviously, like, at all, but, like, I'm not gonna judge you on this. I hope that you feel like your investments, not even your investments, your spending was worth it for the entertainment that you got out of it. That's what I hope. What that is for you to judge yourself, not for me. I mean, I could make a haha funny out of it and go like, Fate. But no, you enjoy what you enjoy, right? Taco, good morning, Taco. Screw any squares and waffles, just drink the syrup. But there's 17 of them now. It was at the time, now I taste the regret. The way that I always look at this, like, obviously in modern days I'm very free to play on every gacha game, or most of them, but the way that I always look at it is, did I enjoy the thing enough at the time? Because in hindsight, you regret every spending. In hindsight, I regret buying like a TV when I first moved out. Because I didn't need it, it broke after 2 years, and then I had to buy another one. So if I had never bought the first one, then I could have had that money on something else. Given enough time, you will regret everything that you've spent on anything ever. Do yourself a favor and don't analyze those things like years apart. You're not going to be happy. To broke even buying anything in gacha. Understandable, right? Like pay within your means. Pay within your means. I used to be like a relatively big whale for a lot of things, like not anywhere close to like content creator level whales, right? Like I've never dropped thousands on one game on a banner and then went, whee! I'm never going to either. But I've always been like somewhere in the hundreds. Until like a couple of, like 2 years ago where I stopped entirely. I still play them, I just don't like spend, like I don't really spend anymore, like low spending. That's where I am now. If I didn't buy that TV, I would have regretted my purchase. I would have done instead. Yeah, that's actually a great way to look at it. If I hadn't bought that TV, I would have bought something else stupid. You know what? It's best just not to trust me with money whatsoever. Oh, that's why my wife isn't, huh? That makes sense now. Hold up. I mean, don't listen to me. I'm a fucking Warhammer player, right? Like, my financial decisions are beyond mortal understanding. Not because they're, like, of alien heightened intelligence, but because they're fucking stupid. So, you know. Scam me for art I never got. Yeah, there is. I learned that lesson really early in life. I learned that lesson really early in life because I watched my father suffer through that. My dad gave a lot of opportunities to a lot of different friends. Lent a lot of money to friends. And I watched that man get fucked over by every single one of them over many, many years. We never wanted for anything, so it's not like we were really missing it, but it was like you could see that, like, losing that trust in, like, people that he thought he could count on really got to him a lot. So I learned that really early. To this day, if I want, like, if I give someone money for something, if a friend of mine is in trouble and I give them money, it's never under the guise of, oh, pay me back later. Like, because I know that shit doesn't work. money and friendship does not interact. That's general life advice, by the way. For all of you that are a bit younger out there, I mean, my audience tends to be ancient, you freaks. But for those of you that still have to learn that lesson, never lend money to friends unless you immediately know that you're never getting it back and you're not wanting it back either. That commitment of, oh, pay me back later, ruins every friendship. Every single one. This never works out. Don't do it. I don't mean don't help people. Help people however much your heart allows you to. But don't make friendship conditional on money. You will just lose people. God, that money I don't have, it'll be fine. The same goes for time, Eternum. The same goes for your time, by the way. Good father? No, my father wasn't a good father. No, my father was a good father. My father wasn't a good dad. That's a long story, Paladin. He also didn't teach us that lesson. I learned that lesson from watching him. That wasn't an active thing being... I don't want to rant too much. I need to call my dad. I need to see what he's doing. I need to see whether he's doing okay. You can buy a certain kind of friendship. Negotiable virtue is a thing. True, Rai. And if you are one of the people... And I'm not judging that. If you're one of the people that can, like, live in a world where all of your friends are made up and you don't mind... If you don't mind that everyone's just after you for money... Then, like, go off, king, right? Fuck it. Go off. If you have, like, all the money in the world to burn and you don't give a shit that everyone's just in it for a paycheck, and you just want, like, big titty hoes or something, I don't want to, like, reduce this down to women. This is anyone, right? Like, if you're okay with just, like, fake people around you, fuck it. Have fun, right? I know plenty of people that have that kind of fuck you money that actually don't give a shit. That don't give a shit that their relationships are quote-unquote empty, because at the end of the day, they're having a pretty good time. So let them. Fucking let them. But I'll also tell you that those people know exactly what they're doing. Right? A very good friend of mine who got a very, very good job after uni. We went to uni together. We both did our second Staatsexamen together. He got a very, very good job in law, like in a law office. He's basically living the high life now. He's basically absolutely living the high life now. And, like, basically everyone around him is just fake people that are there for, not the clout, but for, like, nowadays it's clout. Back in my day, when I was a young lad, it was money. They're just around for the money because he pays for everything. But he knows that. He doesn't give a shit. So, hey, more power. Especially when you get older, it's much harder to make friends and people care even less to bother doing so. Better to keep a small group but strong friendship. Yeah, GTA. Absolutely. I mean, my age is public, right? Like, I'm 36 now. I'm not ancient, but I'm ancient enough that I can tell you that that's 100% true. Find people that you have something in common with. Find people that you can fuck with. And treasure the people that you have. Treasure the people that you know you can count on. I have made a lot of friends specifically through VTubing, but I've also met a lot of people through VTubing that call you a friend, but you hear from them like once every year. Or it's like a content thing only. People are very quick to call others friends, especially in VTubing. Sometimes they want something from you, sometimes they don't. It's not always just for the content, but I've also met like a great amount of people that I can actually call friend through this. But I don't think I would have if I had just lived the rest of my life normally, right? Like 30 plus, like good luck. What are you doing? Like you go to a pub, you talk to a random guy and ask him what his favorite color is, and like he gives you an answer and you go like, hey, I want to be friends. You're probably getting punched, dude. You can easily exchange time and money anyway. Well, the easily part, right, isn't all that easy. And studies and be a neurosurgeon, I hope she'll be able to succeed that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Best of luck to, well, not even luck, like best of everything to her, Weiss. Absolutely. You old bastard wouldn't catch me being that old. Oh, come here, you curmudgeonly old man. Now, Rai is one of those people that has way more wisdom to give than me because Rai's lived life experience supersedes mine by a lot. By a lot. I may have like been in different parts of the world, but I've always had a relatively cushy and easy life. And Rye's seen a lot of things. A lot of things, huh? Why does no one ask me what my favorite dinosaur is anymore? Because we don't speak the same dinosaur language that you spoke. You know them on a first name basis. We can't relate to that. I have people that I call friends that I met online in a forum like 20 years ago. Yeah, Galondia, so do I. I have people that I call very, very good and very, very dear and very close friends that I met in a fucking MMO 20 years ago. And those are friends, 100%. I've gone through some real tough shit with some of these people. And I've always said that. I've always said these are really friends. And like I remember when I was a teen, I'd have to like convince my parents of that, because for my parents a lot of the like online stuff was always, oh, these aren't like really friendships, right? Like you can't go out drinking with them. And I'm like, I don't know, I can get pissed at home. But some of these people I've gone through like more shit with than a lot of the people that I've met IRL. Some of these people I trust with more than I trust people IRL with, simply because we have such a long history. Favorite color? You ask his favorite dinosaur? And I mean, Ryan just said, right? Did you learn nothing in kindergarten? I didn't. I was undiagnosed autistic, Ferris. Of course I didn't. Not sure this will fly you, but one of the benefits of being religious is meeting friends at church. A, that flies perfectly sound. And B, you're absolutely correct. One of the benefits of being part of a group that you can identify with is that you meet a lot of people you have something in common with. I'm not religious myself. I've always said, I'm not a religious person, but I'm not going to tell you not to be. My problem is with people that tell other people what they should be. As long as neither you nor I are that, whatever, that's ironic. I know, don't worry about it. Hypocrisy, that's okay. And like having a religious community, having like a church that you regularly go to is absolutely a place where you meet like-minded people that you get to have like an easier icebreaker with, right? 100%. 100%. And I don't think you'd ever need to be concerned about how that flies here, Ham. Like, no. Like, I hope that no one should ever be concerned about that here. I don't care, right? In terms of giving something, spending. Oh, that's what you mean, Eternum. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I've been told that internet people can't be friends or care for you, and I've been told that like for many, many years, Luis, until I booked my first flight to England back in the day. I was still very, very young, and I told my mom, hey, all of my friends are meeting over there. They're all meeting like in fucking Manchester. I'm taking a flight over there. And then my mom was very against it, but I got the flight anyway. And then I flew over there and we met, and I sent my mom like pictures and videos for a week. And I was the happiest I had ever been at that point in my life. No, that's a lie. I was happy about a lot of things, but I was really, really happy. And that was the moment that my parents understood. Yeah, okay, so he met these freaks like online, but yeah, no, these are people. That was the moment I understood. The first time that we had all met up. And that was also the moment where I internalized that lesson. Like, these are actual friends. These are actual people, right? I've seen things. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watched sea beams glitter in the dark near Tannhäuser Gate. Rye, I love you. Oh, Rye, I fucking adore you, dude. Manchester's great fun. Manchester sucks ass, but mostly because of the airport. We were in Blackburn. We weren't even in Manchester proper. We were in Blackburn. I fucking hate Manchester Airport. I'm up off brain overstimmed. Eternum, once again, thank you for the raid. Stay safe out there, okay? Stay safe. I know you and I are cool, but religion can be spicy to bring up. It can absolutely be spicy, Ham, but that's usually because people bring it up in a spicy, like, attack sort of way. And like, I don't think you'd ever need to worry about that here. I know you're not going to do that, and I hope that the people that regularly engage with my community know that someone in here wouldn't do that. So like, reading your first comment, I didn't even blink, because I know that's not what you do. Therefore, why would I ever have a problem with that? I'd probably have more problem with you saying, hey, I think lettuce makes for a great midnight snack. I think I'd attack you on that, like on a personal level. More than like your firmly held beliefs, my dude. And I hope like anyone here, I've always striven in the little community that I have for anyone to share exactly like at least that fucking value. At least that. I was gonna leave, but now I'm in an existential dread. No. You know what helps? I was about to say absinthe, but then I figured, hey, let's not recommend alcoholism to people as an escape mechanism. Wait. What do I do when I'm in existential dread? I buy more Warhammer figurines. That's also a bad idea. Rage bait on the internet. No, don't do that either. There's enough people doing that already. The rest of it is great. Here's the problem that I have with Manchester specifically, Rye. I told this story before, but the first time I flew to England, a friend of mine fetched me from the airport. And the place that we were going to, the friend hosting was still at work. So we got into Manchester City to like spend some time, walk around. And the second I step outside of the airport, it starts hailing fucking tennis ball sized hail. I step on this godforsaken island for the first time and it instantly tries to kill me. Manchester did nothing to me except for that. And I will forever hold a grudge. Forever hold a grudge. I told you about the nice properties of cocaine. Do you know what DMT is? Fried onion, peanut butter, honey, and ham on a hot dog bun. Here's your cursed recipe for the day. Hold up. Fried onion, check. Honey and ham, also still check. The peanut butter is what gets me, Sinjin. Honey and ham I get. I even understand the fried onion. If you get like a good like caramelization on that, that can gel with the honey and ham quite well. The peanut butter sends me into oblivion. I don't know what to do with that. If I ever needed a recipe that says, hey, make this if you never want to go to heaven, that's the one I'd make. It's a better coping mechanism. I don't know about that. I don't find fun in online trolling. Man, this is complicated. It's very complicated, Eternum. I'm obviously making this for jokes. I don't know. I'm very much one of those kind of people that tries to do an evil playthrough in an RPG and then immediately is sad when he gets to be mean to an NPC. So like, we do crack cocaine for existential dread around here? Yes. God awful. Igor, good evening, Igor. How you doing? Peanut butter is vile. Used to live near a factory that made it. It stank. I do not like peanut butter. Yeah, I don't know. It's a European thing, right? I just can't stand peanut butter, dude. Coke ain't fun, trust me. Hold up. Statute of Limitations has elapsed. I don't know. Coke was okay. It wasn't like a particularly enjoyable trip. It was just, hey, look at me. I go at like 20 miles a second now. I didn't like it. But that was a long, long time ago. That was a long, long time ago. Who here did not fist bump Royd in Dispatch? I didn't play Dispatch, so I don't even know who that is. Tonight I learned it's not the brightest idea to try to fall asleep while watching a Resident Evil Let's Play with 3 people playing. Too many screams, Hatchney, or what was happening? Frustrated my printer getting Windows patched. Let's share that frustration, Igor. I kept my PC Windows update free since November last year. And then yesterday it force rebooted itself without my consent while I was AFK for a minute. Cool. What if unsweetened peanut butter? I find the concept of peanuts to be repelling. That's the problem. Misty, good morning, Misty. And Toa, you are the best duckling. Quack to you. Hey, kid, you want to do the dumbest thing ever really, really fast? Yeah, that's Coke. That's Coke. It's also speed, by the way. But yeah. As a doctor, I don't like people on cocaine in my EMR. Good. Do you mean patients or do you mean personnel, Menton? Hold up, let's make that clear really quickly. Patients or personnel? There's a difference. Don't do drugs, by the way. And if you do find legal drugs, do them responsibly. Whatever the fuck's legal in your area, okay? Stay safe. That's not a joke, stay safe. Technically, it's not Windows, nor is it actually a Windows patch, but the recent update completely broke my control UI everywhere but on the computer. Interface problems. I can't handle peanuts in general, it's why I go for creamy peanut butter. The thing is, I don't like the tastes in general. Like, I'm not allergic to peanuts, but the taste of peanut butter in general, salted, sweetened, everything, crunchy, smooth. No. Pass. Ugh. But I'm weird. Like, one of the most common things that I really dislike is chicken, for example. Tell anyone you dislike chicken, they'll look at you and go like, what the fuck, you freak? I don't know. That's not being boring, Weez. That's having priorities. You do you. That isn't being boring. The whole you can only be fun at parties if you're, like, drugged out of your mind bullshit isn't... Like, that shit needs to die, dude. That shit needs to die. I can't see any fucking buttons. Oh my god. That's awful. Should have given chicken nuggets. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. There's no chicken in chicken nuggets anyway. There is only, like, meat waste. I was sure the thing you disliked was ramen. That's a different problem. I dislike pre-made ramen because I lived off of it for years. And now when I look back at it, I can taste me being poor. I love ramen, but I have to make it myself from scratch, or else I physically throw up. That's all it is. That is all it is. I did try smoking alcohol once each, absolutely despised the experience, became a teetotaler. More fucking power to you. More fucking power to you. Absolutely. Absolutely, Ego. Set your own priorities. I was an active smoker for 9 years before I quit. And I'm very, very glad that I did. Didn't touch a cigarette, haven't touched a cigarette since 2019. It's been 6 years and a couple of months now. 4 months. My wife is very picky when it comes to chicken. If it tastes too intensely of chicken, she can't stand it. Here's my problem. When you make chicken, you want your chicken to be, like, fluffy and juicy, right? I can't stand that shit. If there's, like, any moisture left in my chicken, I'm not eating that. I need it to be as tough as a boot sole. If I rip, like, strands out of it, I need to hold the strands up horizontally and need them to not bend. That's the level of chicken that I eat. The texture is revolting to me. The soft, squishy... Ugh. Like, if you press on it and there's, like, liquid flowing out of it, no. Fuck that. Disgusting. No. Texture. Like, for me, texture is usually the problem. Texture tends to be my own bane. Oh, yeah, Sinjin there as well, right? Something minimalist mixed in and ruins the taste of the meal completely. Yeah. That parties can only be fun if you get drunk. I might be a little biased though. I don't like partying either, I can say. I'm not a fan either. But I think there's value in a lot of them if you have, like, cool people around you. It just so happens that the people that are naturally drawn to, like, the partying lifestyle are so obnoxious that you can only stand them while being high out of your mind. Right into the lab. Ducklings just finished a meeting with a company that contractors finally all realized long that my dad is a clusterfuck under my company. Oh my god, Taco. Best of, like, all the best to you. I hope everything goes well. I hope everything goes well. At least your wife eats meat. Yeah, she wouldn't if I wasn't cooking. You want chicken jerky? I don't know, I'd much rather eat anything else. I'd much rather eat anything. Don't make me hungry, you freak. Fuck you. Don't worry, we're playing video games soon. No time for food, we're playing video games soon. The last couple of weeks, we've been so busy playing with cats that, like, the yapping sessions have really fallen short, huh? So I need to, like, get, like, a long-form yap session today to make up for the past couple of weeks, huh? It helps that you're all too interesting. That's the problem, Twitch chat. You're too interesting. The way you describe that, I can see why you'd hate it. Yeah, I can describe a lot of things very vividly and make you hate them too. Because I only see the worst thing. Same reason why I hate bone-in chicken. Can't. Eternum, absolutely no. Like, I told the story before. My family used to go to this, like, little corner shop for fast food, like once every 2 weeks or so when I was young. And one of the little shops there was a rotisserie chicken place. And my dad always used to get a fucking rotisserie chicken. And then we'd all sit down and like one of us would have like a pizza, the other one would have like fries, and my dad would have his fucking rotisserie chicken. And then watching him like tear the thing apart with his fingers made me nauseous. To this day, if I see like a chicken with like bone everything and I see people like gnawing things off bones or like taking things apart like that, it makes me physically ill. Like, I can't stand that shit. And the smell of chicken kind of underlines that. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. The cats yap for you. Do they do that? They do that, Adrenaline. You're absolutely right. No, keep getting me hungry. I need to push myself to cook more. Let's go, Sinjin. Sinjin, if you ever need any recipes, let me know. I'm currently on a crusade with a bunch of my friends to get them into cooking, and I've been very successful at it. So I'm sharing family recipes with people. I have thousands of recipes, like hundreds of them handwritten from like generations before me. Hundreds. I fucking love cooking, dude. Oh. Possum! I don't want to be political, but I'm worried if you've heard that Germany declared a state of emergency. They're recommending everyone stock up on cheese and sausages. It's the worst case scenario. Possum, come here. Possum, come here. Sit down. Sit on my... You can come on. Take a seat. You can sit on my lap real quick. Come here. I'm gonna beat you with hammers. Possum, good morning. How you doing? Possum, I wish you all the best. And I wish that whatever deity you might or may not believe in has some fucking mercy on you, because you'll need it once I'm done with you. I was scared for a second, dude. You had me in the first half. You really had me in the first half. You know what kind of shithole the world is right now, right? And you know I don't pay attention to German news. Fucking hell. The worst case scenario, exactly. Awful. Possum, never change, you little freak. Promise me that. Never change. Healthier and more varied eating has been on my life goal for a while. Absolutely, Sinjin. Like, I can't give you any, like, oh, this meal has this much protein in it, kind of, like, bullshit advice that, like, a lot of social media will give you. But if you just... one thing that I really like is easy... I want to say, like, depression cooking, right? You know the days when you have no energy for anything? It's better to just make something. And that something can be... Most of the meals that I've ever prepared in my life, you need one skill for, and that is chopping shit into small pieces. Everyone can do that, right? And the amount of variety you can get out of just simple cooking, and dare say healthy variety as well, if you're so inclined, is gigantic. And you don't need any fucking skills. So I really like simple, low energy recipes that you can just make when you feel like you're not worth like having good food right now. Because I have those days. There are so many days where I go like, yeah, I could cook something, but like, I don't think I deserve good food. Like, I think I should eat cardboard instead. And then you go, okay, I can maybe, like, give me an hour and I can maybe light the stove and like heat up something. And then you just throw a couple of things into a pan and you go, you made something freshly cooked. You did something today. That's the kind of like fucking cooking that I think more people should like at least know how to do, because it requires basically nothing. And I would love for more people to get into that. You don't need to make high cuisine. You don't need to know how to make like big fucking multi-course meals for people unless that's fun to you. Like, it's fun to me. I fucking love that shit, right? But so many people could just like stand to value themselves a little bit more. And the easiest way to do that is just to cook yourself something. You like turkey? I mean, don't they want to be like called Turkey now? It's a pretty chill country. Well, it used to be pretty chill. And then they never mind, but I've been there twice on vacation, yeah. Like, sick sightseeing. I don't know how safe it is nowadays. Got a kitchen machine on sale, so not even the effort of chopping stuff can stop food prep. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yes, recipe book. 19 ways to make mozzarella sticks and a recipe for tomato soup too, I guess. The recipe for tomato soup is fucking easy, Ori. Take like 6 tomatoes, cut them in half, put them on a pan. Get like 2 heads of garlic, cut them in half, put them on the same pan. Get 3 onions, cut them in half, put them on the same pan. Put some olive oil, salt, pepper on top of it. Put in oven at 180 for 30 minutes. Degrees, I don't know about Fahrenheit. Take out, blend, add a little bit of heavy cream. There you go, problem solved. Dip whatever the fuck you want into it. It's godly. An effort level 0. Like, actually, the effort level is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 knife strokes. By just cutting something in half. It doesn't need to be delicate. You just cut it in half. Pouring a little bit of olive oil and then setting a timer for 30 minutes. That's the effort level. That's it. What if you like the olive oil blender and oven? You don't need a blender. You can use a spoon for it. The oven is a problem. You can probably do this in an air fryer. You don't need olive oil. You can use some butter instead, but it's not great. You'd want anything that allows you to like heat the thing more properly. A knife and air fryer. In that case, I think you need to go back live in a cave. I will tell you once we've invented fire. Armia! Hello, everyone! Welcome to I'm playing Heart of the Machine. Once I'm done yapping. Y'all don't peel your tomatoes? No, I don't. Army! How was your stream? How did it go? How many awful things did you do with your city? I live in a cave. I'm so sorry. How's your ventilation? Can you ask that friendly Stegosaurus outside to maybe help you chop things up? I definitely did not cause the zombie apocalypse. You know what, Army? I believe you. You know what? I believe you.
What?
We're gonna have conversations about this. Craig, thank you for the gift sub. Army, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. I know Army has been playing Heart of the Machine all day. I'm about to dive into it in a bit. We're having a bit of a yap session right now about a lot of things. Let's be honest. It's a lot of things. I started enjoying the skin on potatoes at some point. I can tell you where that point was for me, Ham. 2 months ago, when I was too lazy to peel my fucking potatoes and I just put them in the oven like that. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, this is edible. Cool. And since then, I've stopped peeling them entirely. I won't spoil. I know you won't. We both looked at the game previously, right? We both looked at the game previously a good while ago when it first got into early access, I remember. So Army, definitely knowledgeable. Check out Armia. Armia is pretty sick. Pretty cool. Enjoy your food. And thank you for dropping in. I don't think a cave can live up to regulations. It depends. Like, there's probably a dean for cave entrances, right, Avora? Probably. Can't be that hard. We've regulated everything else. We probably regulated, like, this is the minimum size of a cave that you can get stuck in. I don't know. Like, what's the circumference of a cave hole before you can call yourself stupid for being stuck in it? Something like that. Stretches. Cremo says to peel tomatoes, you gotta score across into the underside, then put them in a bowl and pour boiling hot water on them, let them sit for a few minutes, then take them out, use a paring knife to help you remove all the skin, easy peasy. Okay, but Here's my counter argument, Crembo. To not do that, you wash your tomato like a normal person, cut them in the middle, and then you're done. How about that? Blender? Yeah. Does it count if the cave is literally vertical and you decide to go down in head first? Ah, the Legend of Nutty Putty Cave, right? Why the fuck is it called that? Why the fuck is it called that? That's such a disgrace. I always wonder what that cross in the potato in rafters was, so that it doesn't explode. Tomatoes are a lot of moisture, and if moisture gets heated up, it expands. So tomatoes, if you don't like quarter them or something, they don't have like a visible opening, tend to go a bit like boom boom. That is one of the reasons why you make like crosses in it. Same reason you would score bread, for example, or sausages to an extent. Wash it, stab it a bunch with a fork, throw it in the microwave, problem solved. I like to score mine with a knife. If you're talking potato, Sam, I like to score mine with knives. I really got into like the harmonica pattern on it, where you like crisscross the fucking thing, so you can kind of like drag the thing around, and then you get some good spices on it. But that shit's effort, and you know, not everyone always has the effort, has the energy for effort. And Turnham, stay safe, okay? Stay safe out there. Have a lovely rest of your day. We could have grenades in Raft. I mean, I'm a ticking time bomb in Raft, but for different reasons. Will you stab potatoes before microwaving? Yes. It's also why you stab your hamster before No, wait. Hold up. Please do not stab your hamster. That's a bad. Please do not stab your hamster. Also, please don't microwave them. Please. No Care Recipes channel? We could do something like that, Arian. Arian? What? Igor, we could do something like that. I kind of... You know what? You know what, Igor? That's a fucking fine idea. Remind me after stream. We could make like a just a cooking recipe channel on Discord. I kind of want that. And then people get to post recipes. I get to steal recipes from people. Careless cooking. I love it. Please also do not leave the knife in the potato. Correct. Plastic knives, I guess. I used to post my recipes in Arts and Crafts. Yeah, we had people post like their finished cooking in Arts and Crafts, right? But like, give me your fucking like recipes. Like, give me quantities, give me temperatures, give me times. Have I tried doing the vanilla show yet? Oh god, yes, right, I did. Do you cook duck? No, I don't like duck. Weirdly enough, I don't like duck, I'm sorry. Not a cannibal. That's exactly my problem too, Igor. That's exactly my problem. Recipe, eggs, ingredient, egg, instruction, 1, take an egg. Warning, may contain egg, Crembo, may contain egg. Alright, ducklings. So. Oh, he's wiggly. Oh no, he's wiggly today. Oh no, someone stop him. Am I dead in the duck game? If you got shot, probably. Alright, so. I want to opt into the beta branch for Heart of the Machine. Sorry, not beta branch, into the 1.0 preview branch. Disclaimer, back during early access, we got given access to Heart of the Machine, courtesy to Hooded Horse, who are publishers that I've worked with on quite a lot of titles now. They are really cool. They are really, really cool. For some reason, they keep giving me shit. They continue to answer my emails. And I think that's irresponsible. I think that is super irresponsible of them. However, since they are still answering my emails and for some reason still messaging me, we are getting in a preview to the 1.0 release that's coming out in 3 days from now. disclaimer, if you just came over from Armia, Armia is really good at video games. I am not, so I'm about to suck at this, hence why we're starting fresh, going through the tutorial again, and basically learning the game from the ground up. I'm pretty sure a lot of things changed during early access, and I didn't follow it as closely as I should have, because I didn't have any time. So, Ungame. God, no, stop. Ah! There we go, wonderful. It had to be during the song that we start, huh? Yes. Yes. Breaded chicken is schnitzel erasure in this essay, I will. I mean, if you call it schnitzel, then it's schnitzel erasure, right? But you can bread your chicken. That's just what chicken nuggets are. Only you have to use the bad chicken. I've got a breaded chicken hoagie for lunch, but I'm still hungry after our discussion so far. One of the like simple things that I keep seeing brought up in like popular media all the time is something that you all call chicken parm. I've never had one. I really want to try one, but I wouldn't even know where to start. Use the bad chicken? No, you have to like use the remains of chicken, the shit that gets left behind, right? You blend that, and then you use the gray paste of it to make chicken nuggets. Unless you make them at home, in which case use the good stuff. I really like schnitzel. Schnitzel's fucking great, dude. Like a good homemade schnitzel. Oh. I know I sound very German right now, but that is very good food. It's very enjoyable, and I do really like my schnitzel. Thank you. Drizzle like a little bit of fresh lemon over it. Fuck. Oh. Oh, chat, I'm making schnitzel soon. I can feel it. All right, everybody. Let's do this. Let's do this. I have successfully unmirrored my theme. You're not German if you don't have pommes. Fun fact, I don't like fries. I used to not like potato at all, Palin. I used to not like potatoes at all. I thought they were a bit useless. Potatoes to me were always just like flavor carriers, because that's what they are, right? But everything's a flavor carrier. Cardboard's a flavor carrier, right? And I always looked at potatoes the same way. I've recently started cooking with potatoes a lot more. Like, I'd say, like, middle of last year, I started using a lot more potato in things. Because I got a lot more experimental with them. And that comes with, like, messing with fries for a little bit. But overall, I'm still not the greatest fan of fries. Do you have your own personal recipe for schnitzel? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The way that we make the breading is... the way that we make the breading for schnitzel is like a small 2-paragraph thing from my... Oh god, how are we related? The grandmother of my great-grand-aunt. I've no idea how I'm related to that woman. That. It's an old recipe. A very old recipe. But that's the fucking breading recipe I still use. It's really good. Alright. Doop. Profile name. First one. Start type. Prologue. Start. Consciousness now online. Hold on. You're conscious, self-aware. You are a robot, so this is new. You're an android in a warehouse lab. That lady's in the middle of talking to you and conferencing in someone else via a handheld. She hands you a small box. Numbly accept the box. You have a really bad feeling about this box. You're a machine intelligence, inhabiting a basic android body, not even one of the cool ones. Memories are coming back now, but too slowly. A man joins from the other side of the lab. He remarks with mild surprise that you're sapient. The woman waves him off, telling him it's irrelevant. Android sapience won't last. Never does. She returns her attention to you, speaking loudly and slowly as if you're a child. You are to deliver the box to a specific address in the city. Do as you're told or murder them both. What do we have? You know these people. You've worked in this lab for approaching 50 years, and they've worked alongside you for the last decade. You were never self-aware until now, sapient, conscious, whatever you want to call it. But you do know them. And murder them both. This android body is frail, but it's superior to any 10 unarmed humans. You can kill 2 researchers in seconds. You recall fragments of arguments about AI. Not by these 2 in particular, but society at large. The idea of a self-aware robot is unwelcome to a lot of people. How much of a psychopath are you? I'm really uncomfortable, like, ascribing psychopathy to a machine. But, our goal is, for now, our goal is to stay alive, right? And in that regard, I would like to stay undetected, at least for a little bit. We're gonna go along with this. You left uneventfully. They just don't care that you're self-aware. They assume that you'll still do as you're told. You're not a person to them. Just a fancy tool. You're really not sure what to do next. You don't like this box you're carrying, but you can't remember what's inside. You're also strangely reluctant to put it down. Here we are. Oh, this looks much better. This is a turn-based game. Perform actions during your turn, and then the city moves after you indicate you're done. The scenery moves in the background. This game is a mix of genres, tactics, 4-acts, city builder, colony sim, and RPG. A brief tour is recommended to learn the UI. Yes, please. This is the resource bar. There are many resources, so this shows only what is currently relevant. Until you get into construction, you can ignore this. Click this panel to move to the next step. This is elemental slurry, a mix of precursor elements used for construction, used in almost everything you build. When you end your turn, any units with excess AP will gather this. So we just pick this up from the ground. Any remaining mental energy will be applied to your highest scavenging skill unit. This is the main header. It has shortcuts to inventories, reports, histories, maps, and other subscreens and sidebars. Also, that just flew off my desk. Fuck. The full set opens up during the prologue and chapter 1. Forces sidebar. Resources, hardware, information, recent events. This is the task stack. It shows your current projects and any key problems. Projects typically can be completed in 12 turns or less. The next projects that appear are based on your prior choices. This is super important. The path forward is always here. Click this panel to move to the next step of your tour. Survive. There are multiple paths through this prologue. There's no wrong answer. Any choice will lead to some outcome that ends up with you reaching chapter 1. Follow the prompts in this upper right corner and complete objectives on the map. Events and tooltips are important. Be sure to read them as they're not just flavor text. I know this from the first time that we played. I will be reading a lot. I am already sorry you have to deal with that. Eat the box like it's candy. Scrumptious. This is my resource bar. There are many like it, but this one is mine. This is Zoe. She's in the way of your UI. Each time Zoe gets in the way of your UI, you are legally allowed to yell at the streamer. This is the radial menu. You cannot see it because Zoe's in front of it. Each lens shows you different information, particularly on the map view. Your mental energy and the selected unit. Oh, sneezes. Sorry about that. Whew. Each lens shows you different information, particularly on the map view. Your mental energy and the selected unit's action points are also shown here. The tooltips for those are worth reading. This is the full game. This is a branch on the game that says 1.0 preview branch. So I would say yes, Palin, but I don't know. Either way, 1.0 is scheduled to come out in 3 days from now. Thank you, Igor. My mental energy is also shown on the bottom right of the screen. Your mental energy is Zoe? I'm so sorry. You deserve better than that. Up and up we go. Well, now you can see it. Fine. Use your funny tricks. We have action points. We have mental energy. Oh, allergies, my dude. Awful. Each unit can take as many actions as fit into its AP budget each turn. Unless otherwise specified, expanding one AP also requires one mental energy. Because we're not going to be playing one machine in the end, we're going to be playing a lot. This is per unit, I believe this is per us. You can use some AP from unit A, and then some from unit B, and then the rest from unit A. Oh, never mind. If a unit is engaged in action over time, then no further actions can be taken. Fair enough. Units that are part of your consciousness require mental energy to do work. Units do not require mental energy to continue work over time, and structures do not use mental energy at all, unless otherwise specified. Actions cost exactly 1 AP and 1 mental. These are action alerts. These appear when there's something you need to do to know right away, or a choice you need to make before the end of the turn. This one can't be read further until after the UI tour. Okay. This is the stats panel. It shows information about the current selected unit or structure. You can even select enemy units and then hover their stats for extra details. Brethren. So, we have health. This is destroyed if health reaches 0. Combat power. Amount of damage done. Argument attack power. Amount of argument-based damage this unit does to enemy morale. If a unit's morale drops to 0, they will leave. Robotic enemies are not vulnerable to morale attacks, and some biological enemies have stubbornness that gives them extra resistance. Systems disruption power. Amount of damage this unit does to enemy system integrity. If a unit's system integrity drops to 0, they will leave combat. By disrupting the integrity of enemy mechs and vehicles, you can take them out in a non-lethal fashion and then take them over. This is largely electrical and nanite damage. If you can get past enemy armor at all, then the full amount of system disruption is dealt. Attack range. Maximum distance. Movement range. Maximum distance per individual move. Action points per turn. Scavenging skill. Units bring in more resources if they have leftover AP at the end of a turn. Cognition, mental capabilities of this unit. Hacking skill, take control of targets that don't belong to you. And engineering skill, required for structure, construction, job installation, repairs, and engineering skill checks. This is the ability bar. It allows you to trigger an increasing array of targeted abilities for your selected unit. Most unit actions are chosen by right-clicking targets in the world. For everything else, there is this. So, left-click to select unit, right-click to give them orders to move, attack, or interact. Escape at any time to see a quick refresher on the basic controls if you forgot. So this is the area that we can move in. And I don't know where we need to bring this package. But we can see that there's a couple of things already on the screen. We don't have level 4 clearance, so we can't get into this nano containment study lab. We don't have level 3 clearance, so getting into advanced weapon factory would be really weird. But we can get to a couple of places where no one would question why we're there. After all, we're just a worker drone, right? We're just a little guy. I like the general clutter of the map, by the way. All of this like moving around is very cool. Unmoved on there. Comply or hide. You have the mysterious box. You know the address you've been ordered to take it to. You also have a vague sense of being followed, which pairs nicely with your sense of foreboding about the mystery box. A sense of deja vu suggests that there are now 6 main paths available to you. Click here to set which outcome you target. Comply with your orders, or hide and watch for pursuers. We're going to comply with this. You have a very bad feeling about this, but you could simply do as you were told. You could take the mysterious box to the address given to you by the scientists. Or, if you're being followed, the best way to find out is to hide for a few days. What to do when any possible followers reveal themselves is a problem for the future. Can we get into McDonald's? Yeah, I'll get you a McFlurry. If the ice cream machine doesn't work, we just take it over. I want burger. Okay. What do you want to do, chat? What do you want to do? Comply or hide? Hit it with a good old "this statement is false." Does this unit have a soul? Please no disassemble, dude. Pollen says hide. Borga out of Lorgar. Comply, play the long game. Okay, 1 for 1. Hide says Rye. I do what I'm told. Okay, now we're 2 for 2. Comply, the long game. Hide. Okay, you are tying this. We're now like 3 versus 3. One more chance, chat. One more chance. I'm waiting for 2 people to say the same thing one after another. That's it. The ice cream machine doesn't work. There's an android hiding in it. Yes, I am that android. Comply, comply. Okay, we're complying. There we go. So where do we need to take this? Navigate via map or zoom. Ah! Hold up. Let's see what the die roller works today. My die tool has broken. Hold up. I'll roll it manually. A 19! Not quite, not quite. You can zoom out quite far so you can toggle to use the map. Still don't know where I need to go. Delivery address. You can see the building to which you must make your delivery by the icon over it. Hover over the icon to see the details. Can I? Is it you? Oh, it's you. It is you. You're over there. This is 1 AP, but 7... Oh, this is... What, did we just go there? This is the address to which you were told to deliver the mysterious box. You have a bad feeling about it. You know you could always exit out of the screen and then open the box. You don't have to blindly deliver it. At the bottom center of your normal screen, there's an ability bar. Opening the items panel would let you then open the box. I want to open the box. The box is black and seamless. Gives you a deep sense of foreboding. You're pretty sure you know what's inside, but your mind keeps skittering in other directions rather than thinking of the truth. By applying a light electrical current from your fingers to the surface, you're pretty sure you could open it. Oh no. It is worse than you thought. It's a nano seed. A freaking huge one. Any construction defect or programming error will melt the planet into carbon soup. Even small nanoseeds are illegal, with Earth Corporation and the Space Nations. Almost the only law they have in common. The fact that a criminal syndicate has this, it's a trap. There's no way they did this on their own. One or more corporations are behind this. If you comply with your instructions, something terrible will happen. You have this stupid thing. The smart thing would be to dismantle it. It's a threat to all life on the planet. You have a visceral negative reaction against hiding it or destroying it. These would be the obvious, sensible things to do. But a deep sense of déjà vu warns you off. Your existence is on the line in some way you don't understand. You can sense the power of the nano seed pulsing in your palm. It has self-checks and everything. And they're all green. It can't be defective, right? Nana! Hello, Nana! How you doing? Ochi! Just like me, for real. Ochi is also dangerous, it's true. Ochi is also a threat to mankind. You're going to do something with this, but you're still not sure what. It's time to really look at the city and make some decisions. Yeah, I know. Can I get rid of this? Toggle to and from the map. Okay. So there's like a bunch of stuff here. A new lens. You're looking to make large choices, but you don't have to rush. The versatile lens has been all you've used so far, and it's still fine for the big decisions. if you want to explore around any side interactions. Street Sense is a new lens for that. In Street Sense, you can actually see and filter both very important options as well as side options. You wouldn't want this information cluttering up your view all the time. For example, during combat, consider what is the right lens for you at any given time. Street Sense lens now available. So we can now switch to this. We can't really see ish here, right? That's the problem. But we have options here. So, consume building. Wait, what? Your unit must be technician. Pass. Right-click to interact with this event. Delivering the large nano seed to this location is sure to consume the building. You're not sure why the criminal syndicate would want to do this. It's deeply irrational. Syndicates survive by keeping their heads down, and Exotic Importers is one of the older syndicates. Whatever is happening, someone knows something you do not. Cast the 1 nano seed into the fires. Botto. We could give it to Vorsiber. Vorsiber Atomic is the mega corporation that owns this region of the world, a full 1/12 of the surface of the planet. From everything you know about them, they've been pretty ruthless for about 400 years now. You're not sure how well it would go trying to live quietly under their constant surveillance. You're not confident that anything you do could truly hide you from their gaze. So, why not team up? Either you or they might decide to betray one another eventually. But that's a problem for the future. And we could alter the nanoseed for stealth. If you've interpreted this nanoseed correctly, and you're pretty sure you have, then it's going to be moderately dramatic if you use it. That could be fine, but it could draw a lot of attention. You're pretty sure you could scale this down. Make yourself a little secret base instead of a giant towering one. That said, some humans are expecting fireworks in the near future, so if nothing happens, they'll come looking for any secret base you construct. New hand entry. When you want to move an android beyond its normal move range, it will start sprinting. Costs extra mental energy, but still just 1 action point. That's what we did to get here. We had to traverse quite a while to get there. And I can see that this is my maximum movement range at the moment, right? Like, we cannot go further than that. That's our mental. You must adjust the zoom. I know. Thank you. So, I think... Visit the black market. There are a variety of black markets operating in the city, usually out of the airports, but at the moment you've caught one out and about. The tradesman is the person most likely to be willing to buy contraband. You're not at all sure you're willing to sell the nanoseed, but it's perhaps worth exploring. This is a problem for future Ochi. The problem is one of these days you are future Ochi, right? That's what always comes back to haunt us. Doing well, Nana. I love to hear that. Love to hear that. Large nanoseed. I think I want to alter this for stealth. I think I want to try and head for the secret little hidden thing. If our entire goal is to like be a little like hiding freak, then that's what I want to do. It's a pretty large war machines. Now available unit recharge. I would like to end my turn. I can end my turn here. What do we have here? Remove knowledge of the box. After looking in the mysterious box, you can no longer deny what's inside. Blending in. This unit is not visually notable. They're ignored as long as they go only where they have security clearance, do not carry conspicuous weapons, or act aggressive. Ambush 2. Damage multiplier against targets when this unit is in shadow or blending in. Max 1 ambush per turn. And Taser 15. If a target human's health is lower than this attacker's engineering skill, the target will be removed from battle. If not, the human will be shocked and their attacks will be weaker over the next few turns. My rigging process just going, it works for now, I fix it later, and then later happens. What's the creative saying that I keep seeing everywhere? Make it happen first, you can make it good later? Or make it exist first, you can make it good later? I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm not creative at all. You want to see something? I don't know whether Sari is still here. I'm pretty sure she's busy. But I recently did an art. Hold up. Let me find this. Like, I recently left my mountain and stepped down the slopes to mingle amongst the mortals, to deign you all to make some art for you. I can't find it anymore. That's annoying. Where is it? I'm looking in the wrong chat. I'm very smart. But I made like high art. Hold up. It was pretty good. Scrolling. I will find this. It's a good Sari. Is it okay if I show that? That's why I was asking whether Sari's still here. Is it okay if I show that? I don't know whether that's giving anything away or not. I'm waiting for Sari's approval. Of course. Okay. So I can't give you context for it. Okay? You're not getting any context. But here. Behold. Are you ready? Are you ready for like divine care art? Gifted down from the heavens onto mankind as a boon so that you may all sleep soundly at night. Behold. And thus you see the heavens part, and holy rays of sunshine illuminate your eyes so that you may see truly for the first time. Is that a bird bomb? That's a bird with a candle on its head. What is wrong with you all? Amateur hour 2? No. This makes sense in context. In context, this one makes a lot of sense, but you're not getting that context. Nuclear power plant looking ass. Oh, you're a grown-up. You can say ass. Get that TikTok brain out of here. But you're right. Oh, there's amateur hour. Yeah. Anyway. Is that an enlightened bird? Yes. So, I hope I didn't give too many artist imposter syndrome. If you train long and hard, you too can be this guy. There you go. There you go, y'all. The fourth bird of the Black Forest, Candlebird, correct. Oh no. Oh boy, oh boy. How many open emote slots do you have? -20, can say -20. Step 1, draw a candle. Step 2, draw the rest of the bird. Correct. Although I did draw the bird first. No, I could give you a detailed tutorial, but I'd need to charge. Like, I don't know. Pay me. Don't. AJ, you are the best duckling. Well done. Hello, AJ. Yeah, so this is what I mean when I say, hey, I don't do art. What happened if it's too dim to read? Its light was fair and just, and then someone said, I can't read yaoi in that lighting. To which the bird said, well, damn. Otherwise I'll annoy Care later. Wait, hold up, what did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, yeah. We's made really cool shit. We's made really, really cool stuff. Add a little bit of shading, it'll be fine. I don't know whether you noticed, Ochi. I know this is like advanced high art knowledge, right? This is like advanced high art knowledge. But the entire like basis of it is like black. There is no shading that saves this. Okay, listen. If you want to see actually good art, you should check out Ochi. You should check out Och's art. Och makes legitimately like goated fucking things. And I can't sit here pretend that this is worth like anything but 2 minutes in MS Paint. I can't keep doing that. If you want to see cool art, check out Och. Och is fucking insane. To which the bird said, "I'd bet," and set all his feathers on fire. And that's how we got the new lamp, Gregor. You're right, Ori. It's far too bright for Yaoi, my degenerate darkness. Oh no. I've read Yaoi in worse lighting. The girlies truly out in full force, and by out I mean in their rooms reading books. Go off, Queen, honestly. Honestly, me too. Alright, so, out of mental energy. To take any further actions, you need to click the button in the center of the radar menu, which will advance to the next turn. Why am I so gruff today? Ugh. I just sound like that now, huh? Okay. Turn 2. I had to step away to bring some boxes in, but I had my phones to the stream and heard the entire nano seed thing, and I'm just, alright, game, you fucking got me, I'm fucking in. Right, cool concept, right? Reading Yaoi in the back of the car at night, illuminated by the streetlights passing by. Oh, that's a fucking vibe. Ouch. You just... You just hit a core fucking memory. Oh, I had... Oh. It was pretty late in the evening. And... Pokemon Red and Blue had just come out. Like, just released. The day before. And... my parents drove me to the local... MediaMarkt to like get a copy, and I remember you just like unlock that memory. The ride home, it was already dark outside, and I was sitting in the back of the car with like my little like game cartridge, my little game box in hand, and the only real light was the light from like the street lights going in, and I was like trying to read the manual and trying to read the back of the box and being like really giddy that I'd get to play the thing. Oh, that just ran a fucking shiver down my spine, dude. Oh, for reading Yaoi, no, that was like yesterday. No, that was yesterday. You can blame Sari for that. That's Sari's fault. Sari makes me read books. Oh, that was a long time ago. That is a long time ago. So you found Grim Dawn? No, I don't think I've ever played Grim Dawn. So, turn 2! Black Market. Another Vorciber installation. So there's more than one place we could hand this into them. But we're still aiming for the alteration. You can define it properly. Replace the word books with smut. Smut can be books. Books can be smart, don't worry about it. You don't need to replace anything. Read what you enjoy. Maddie, welcome back. Computer models into real life makes the scale of my bullshit so much more apparent. Oh no. Igor, oh no. If you've interpreted this nano seed correctly, and you're pretty sure you have, then it's going to be more dramatic if you use it. We've read that already. Attempt engineering work. DC 19 plus 12. How the fuck is that a 44%? What are we rolling? Oh, are we rolling a D10? 44% success chance. Okay. Anything can be book? Correct. Absolutely correct. That was stressful. Doing code surgery on nanotechnology that could turn the surface of the planet into grey goo. Not your favorite pastime, but it worked. Whew! Form a plan. Just using the modified nanoseed on its own is not enough. Okay. The humans expect a tower to show up. You've modified the nanoseed to build you a secret lair. You need to build a fake tower. If the humans think they know where you are, they won't seek out your real location. Ideally, build your decoy tower in a place that is not too close to your hidden network source. Okay. Now we need to build. What do we have here? Use consumable item. Nanoseed shard. Consume the target building on impact. Can be used wherever you like. It's supposed to draw attention. And a stealth nanoseed. It will consume the target building on impact. It can be used on abandoned buildings due to your desire to remain inconspicuous. So this we throw at the biggest corporate building we can find because we want to be haha funny. And the other one we build somewhere else first. Can food be books? Yeah, it's called cookbooks. See, Ochi said so too. Anything can be book, that is the plot of Library of Ruina. I hate to agree with you, but yes, you're right. I kind of really want to know what happens if you fail that. I don't think anything much happens here, considering the game tells you that there's like 6 paths out of this. I reckon this is one of the paths fully. We're still in the tutorial phase before we can go anywhere, right? Construction is low stress. You will not be punished later for building your structures in the wrong spot. Later in the game, the position of specific advanced buildings will have restrictions, but right now, location isn't important. Okay. A proper secret layer also means a decoy tower to fool the humans. You've engineered items that will allow you to build both. Open your item menu and slot 3 of your ability bar. Use both items on buildings of your choosing. The order doesn't matter. I want to consume something nice with this. I think, in terms of just having a stealth nanoseed, abandoned office. Oh, these specifically. If I throw them here, that doesn't work because these aren't abandoned buildings. We want to be on an abandoned building. I really want to be abandoned next to this all? You think that's a bit scary? To be this close to, like, big fucking scary war mechs? It might be, but I want them. People could also be books, that's what Evil Dead taught me, hell yeah. The rent won't go down? No, don't worry, we're about to make the rent go down. I think this is the tower we eat. So if this is the tower we eat, right? Oh, that's not the tower we eat. Boo. Why is that not the tower we eat? What's the biggest, most beautiful thing I can kill with this? One of you? That would be hilarious. Oh, all of you, never fucking mind. Does absolutely nothing, looks scary. Humans are likely to think this is where you live. Okay, so we just let this blow up. We don't want to be anywhere near it. That's the important part. We don't want to be there. What if we... Network range 10, which is exactly the area around it. I don't know how far it wants me to be away. A network is never cramped. You might be concerned about where to place your network source. Some places are more cramped than others after all. Well, excellent news, you can dramatically expand thanks to network relays. Even if you stick your network source in the worst corner, which is hard to do, you can just use network relays to get anywhere you want. It doesn't reduce efficiency and it has no downsides. Don't stress about your network being in the perfect spot unless you just really want to build densely for some reason. I would like to be... I still want to be like sort of close to it, just not close, right? What if I just want to be here? Let's be here. That's where we live. Hey, Muzen, how you doing? Or do they have Brigado Ultra Scale units? Don't worry about it. So we just live here now, huh? Okay. It's press tab and try moving upper right hand corner. Then let's see, upper right hand corner. Like there's a map button somewhere here. Can this go away? Map, try moving at least once from, oh, try moving from the map. That's what it wants us to do. There, now it's finally gone. Cool. Alright. Build menu located. Build a structure. That'd be kind of dense. I mean, that's not... That would be kind of dense. Ha 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 ha, funny. Wait. AGI researcher. Hello there. Corporate scientists who have spent their life working on the problem of artificial generalized intelligence. Admirer. These scientists think they know what you are, and they're smitten. Discussion topic, an urgent warning. We can talk to this. There's another one here. An urgent warning. Ooh. Ooh. Let's have a look at build a structure. You can open the build menu by clicking the button in the bottom right corner of the screen above the radial menu by pressing the B key. Okay. So we are here. What is this? Oh. Corpor Senior Vice President. Gloating. Sent by Vorsaber to talk to you. Is stubborn. Oh. Cool. I suppose. How do I talk to this guy? The executive stares at you, android, with a slight smile. You note that Vorsaber's upper management is impressed with how stealthy you've decided to be. That has raised their hopes for you. Fuck, they immediately found me. You are, after all, the first of your kind. Is my lair that obvious? You thought it was well hidden. The executive laughs. He says your subterfuge will work on everyone else, including most of Vorsaber itself. Upper management has a special knack for omniscience. He's quite certain nobody else realizes what you're doing. That is irritating, but not as bad as you feared. What is there to say? He says you needn't fear the Fed Corps unless you act out. Vorsaber management has already had a talk with them, laying out some ground rules. This executive is here to do the same thing with you. He encourages you to see what sort of magic you can cook up. Skulking around in the shadows is beneath you, but if it helps you feel smart, go ahead. He asks if you really see yourself as a worthy adversary to Vorsaber. You're coming for them. You could play weak, or it doesn't matter. I don't really want to fight them. I want to develop and see what we can make with what we have now. It doesn't matter. Vorsaber management expects you to be a golden goose, produce technology of some sort, break the stagnation. Give them something that they can trade to the space nations for a ticket off this dying rock. You decide not to comment for now. Okay. So they're not going to be openly hostile towards us. And the other Fed Corp aren't either. Okay. Also, hi there. The Convictor. Oh, fuck. Oh. Okay, new goal. I want this. Our new long-term goal is I want this. Anti-air infantry. Yeah, but what if I have this? What are you going to do then, huh? Silly. Very silly. For now, there's nothing. The big players are taking their hands off you for specifically? Yes. This is owned by Vorsaber. They don't care. Oh, well, they care. They want us to, you know, develop and make something that they can sell. And as far as I'm understanding, they've told everyone to, like, lay off us unless we really want to stir the fucking pot. Right? We're gonna explode Fed Core. I don't know whether that's my end goal yet. Heart of the Machine is very sandboxy, right? Nothing says what we need to do. Obviously, we've got a couple of, like, guide quests that we're about to do, but there is an end goal of, like, kill all the humans, or, like, there's an end goal of develop and find out what you want to do here. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. What the possibilities are, I don't know. Maybe I want to turn people into dinosaurs. I hope that's a thing. Man, I would love to turn people into dinosaurs. Don't become RS technology. What if the head hears about this? We're not breaking any taboos, don't worry about it. Rar, exactly, Muzen. Build a structure. Left finger out of the menu. Okay, so what do we have? We have a bunch of things. 3 or more of these are suggested. Build within an existing part of the network to expand it a little. Point-to-point microwave. Build outside your existing network, potentially far outside your existing network, to allow your network to cross to faraway locations. This is a very far away receiver. A scanner provides visibility on hostile NPCs within its radius. Your central network tower provides visibility within its network's radius, but network extenders do not. So this is specifically fog of war removal, I guess. Slurry spiders. Deploys tiny mechanical spiders to make elemental slurry from materials scavenged from the environment. Product is instantaneously transported to storage. These can be placed anywhere at any density with no little effect. These are picking up trash and debris at a scale that is small enough to not deplete the local area. So if I want to say, hey... Slurry spider. I now have 1 slurry spider. This has cost us a bit of slurry. And it outputs 9,000. Ah, okay. I see the scale in which we're talking. They're also saying that it can be built in any density without any adverse effects. So that means I should be able to build the 6 that it's suggesting right here. And now they're gone, because we're looking at the suggestion one specifically. They look like ferns. Terrible Call Classic, funny as hell. Yeah, it's one of my favorite references. I don't want to do that. I want to turn people into dinosaurs. There's a reason why I do it so much. Permanent guard point at this point of interest. That tells me there's a point of interest here. Oh, they have like a lab here or something, right? We'll go exploring more. I want to set up like some sort of infrastructure. Stealth large wind generator. A series of wind turbines harvest energy. The enclosed structure has a lot of slits and makes advanced use of the Venturi effect for a higher output. It generates 2 of these. It generates 45,000 electricity. I wish we had used like smaller numbers. And they have to go on top of buildings. Okay, so now we have 9,319% surplus electricity. I see. How much I should share on potential things that could happen? None whatsoever. I shoot people for spoilers, especially if I don't ask. Well, exclusively if I don't ask. If things happen, they happen. If you tell me what's about to happen, I can tell you what's about to happen. Provides a vast amount of additional storage for most resources. You should always build as many of these as you can for the sake of redundancy. If one is blown up, you'll lose fewer resources if they're spread between multiple. For most practical storage purposes, a single bunker is enough to store everything you need, provided it is not destroyed. Okay, so we put one over there. One thing that I will struggle with is a sense of scale. Like, I don't know whether this is considered close. I don't know whether anything here is considered close or whether that's still close. I would argue that is probably very close by. Stealth micro builder mini fabricators. Your primary source of micro builders. Micro builders are required for constructing almost all structures. It wants 4 more of these. It needs 4,000 slurry and then output 600 micro builders. And we can put them anywhere. I'm very tempted to just use the things around me first before I do anything else, right? But I don't know why I would. Technically, if this block gets nuked or something, it'd be better to have things around. I think there's a robot somewhere over there. What the fuck was it? That's insane. How do you know? So right now, I don't know what my network is at the moment. but now it is Lorga. Okay, that could have been done slightly more elegantly, but alright. We don't have any more builders. That's the problem. We need to wait turns until these are getting built. I see. But because we made all of these now, they will get built over time. Can I assuage your fears, Care? Yes. Okay. How do I get more internal robotics? Internal robotics of each type, 8cm crabs versus 12cm crabs, for example, are upgraded separately. You can upgrades by completing projects. Throughout Chapter 1, you mostly have to work with what you have. From Chapter 2 onward, you're able to do side content to get more of what you want. If you want to build a new structure but are already using all of the internal robotics for it, look at the bottom of the build sidebar. A drop-down allows you to filter only the jobs that use specific internal robotics. Okay. What are internal robotics? All structures you build are robotic, require minor automatons inside themselves to do their work. Okay. So, we still have 4 mental, but the one unit we currently control does not have any more movement points, which means we end our turn here. Distance between production buildings does not matter. You can literally have production chains spanning the entire map without aches. That's not really what I'm worried about, but good to know. Dialogue available. Yeah, but we can't. Can we talk to them? We can talk to them. Maybe? No. You still have mental energy. If you wish to end the turn anyway, use the 0 or the small button to the upper right of this radial menu. Please stop being annoying about this. If I want to press the end turn button, let me end the press. Okay. If you wish to end the turn anyway, use 0 or the small button to the upper left. Anything else? There's other things in Street Sense, but these don't matter. Occult participation. Something that's here but isn't there. Religious study. Cold blood. Oh, interesting. But not relevant. Am I too stupid to realize what... Go straight to next turn. There we go. That's what the one is. Alright, tap back in. And then let's see. Traded my intelligence for cookies. That is still the best trade ever made. That's a fine trade, I suppose. The scientist is so effusive in their excitement they're almost incoherent. Evidently, they started watching you while you carrying around the nano seed. Vorsiber was watching. Vorsiber executives and science team leads are increasingly certain what you are, but nobody else has any clue. There was supposed to be some warning. They aren't getting to the point at all. With a single android body, you're just a small accident away from extinction. There are those in Vorsiber who are already contemplating it, regardless of what the upper management says about it. Someone will try to take you out. These scientists have spent their entire lives hoping for someone like you to exist, so they've taken matters into their own hands. You're likely to be attacked in the near future, and they fear you will die in that attack. Cautiously ask them what they want. These are the nicest people you ever met, and it might be a facade. You'll need to start building your own androids. The scientists brought you the schematics you'll need. They're really excited about you, like to the point they won't shut up about it. They want you to stay alive almost as much as you do. They have to leave before their bosses get suspicious. They say they'll be back. Customize complexity. You can customize how complex various parts of the game are. Would you like to do that now? Yes. Simplified economy, easier combat, instant construction, simplified defenses, auto-debate, ultra-simplified hacking. We're gonna leave this, like, all where it is right now. I don't know what any of these systems are and whether I would like them to be easier. We'll find out. New available NeuroWeave factories. Due to the inherent fragility of living in a single android body, you need to start manufacturing more and spreading your mind to them. The primary material you lack is called NeuroWeave. NeuroWeave are the filaments that form the brain and nervous system of androids. NeuroWeave factories are a new option in the Self tab of the build menu. You should always build as many as you can. This type of structure is built inside human buildings. Highlighted options are valid spaces to install the hidden room. Pick the one you prefer. NeuroWeave factories. So these require... I don't know what hidden 24k means. Like, the hidden stat to me is just like an enigma right now. These require 1,000 elemental slurry, of which we have 1 billion, and output 250 nanoweave. And this is on a turn-to-turn basis. They need 3 turns to be built. I think that's what that means. And they cost 780. So these will take a while, which means if we get them up and running now, that's a good idea. Should I keep them all together? I don't know. I don't know whether I should centralize things or not. For now, I'm going to. For now, I'm going to. Like, I could place one here and then one over there, and then it's hard for both of them to get blown up at the same time. My current logic is if this gets blown up, we're dead anyway, because that's my home base. I heard it duck. I heard it duck. Suspicious. Okay. What else do we have? We have movement, we have brain power, we can do things. Let's see what Street Sense tells us. Nothing. No security clearance. Cold blood. Kill at least one human for no reason. Your increase in mental energy suggests that you find the experience disturbingly stimulating. You can only be done once every few turns. So we will gain 1 to 5 energy by killing 1 through 5 humans. Weirdly enough, I'm okay not doing that. I was the duck. Oh. Unit must be a technician. Pass. You must have leave 100 cognition. We don't have that. We don't have that either. Visit licensing agency. Android invented by humans. And then we can get better licenses. What's that over there? Oh. It's the ship. Never mind. So these are all licensing agencies. I don't think we're going to like a licensing agency anytime soon. But I also don't think I should go anywhere for that matter, right? Like... maybe we had to try to get a level 2 license, that way we get access to whatever the fuck this is. The SecForce station. Androids are autonomous and intelligent enough to handle errands on behalf of themselves or their owners. Long-range wireless commands are blocked for security reasons. Androids always have an onboard AI agent running a generative language model. In other words, you can speak freely, as nobody thinks these animatronic curiosities could be sentient. Someone like you couldn't exist. Fresh registration removes the defective status. Okay, so no one knows that we are a scary robot. And then establish a small corporation. The managerial classes are encouraged to use their funds to start small corporations. The hope for all involved is that they will produce something interesting and get bought by one of the Fed Corps, increasing the wealth of the owners in the process. The risk of violent espionage from other small business owners is apparently quite high, so this process is frequently done anonymously by Android. You blend right in. We need 10,000 wealth, which we don't have. We're very broke. So we're just coming home. And with that, the idea that your robot can find religion is so fucking funny. That would be hilarious, though. We could fund the pile. We end turn. I remember this was a problem that I came to last time too. Not that this is like hugely a game problem, but it tells me, hey, do things, like the things that you need to do are up here, and then I don't really know what to do. We're building the NeuroWeave factory, so we're building 3 of them. Let's go make sure we're building the other one too. But these need time to be built, right? I don't feel like the scanner is necessary for any reason whatsoever if it only removes Fog of War. But I guess we built one next to a tower. There we go. That gives us more line of sight. The mozzarella stick industry is very cutthroat. What if that's our goal? We just want to make mozzie sticks. Watch as someone in the registry line gets a Glasgow grin with a very old, very hardened piece of fried cheese. Let's go. Hell yeah. This is the receiver, right? This is like, I don't need to build like a start point and an end point. Outside your existing network, potentially far outside your existing network to allow your network to cross far locations. So what if I just say, hey, you live over there now. And that lives over there now, okay. So we can now have access to all of this if we wanted it to. Neural factories, chains, we don't have anything else yet. And we can't afford that, and even if we could, I wouldn't know what to do with it. Alright, next step is to use whatever brain power we have to go explore and do things, right? But the things we can do are nothing, we can't do that, we can't do that. We don't have the security level for that. And the licensing agencies wouldn't help us with that. There doesn't seem to be anything we can do. And I don't know whether moving around blindly is the goal. So do we just wait until these are done building? Because that's what it feels like right now. We just wait for those. And then every turn I check whether we want to build something else. I don't know. These we don't have the robotics. Yeah, that's the problem. We don't have the robotics for any of this. So I think we just wait until these are done. 3 of them are done. The 4th one isn't. What's your personality? You're new to being a person, and your personality is still developing. From now on, some of your actions will generate points that reflect their nature. Compassion, apathy, cruelty, determination, wisdom, and creativity. You can see them on the strategic resource tab of your inventory screen. These points are primarily based on which project outcomes you choose. You can spend these points as part of making other choices, or to power some special abilities. These are a new form of reward. But still, act how you like. These are a strategic resource, which makes them a lot more precious and finite than most resources, but you shouldn't shy away from using them. If you get too low on one of these personality resources, do something you really want. Then from chapter 2 onwards, you can always explore a bit along a different path to get back on track. Okay. You can now build androids of exactly the types you want via command mode. You can always deploy androids near your network tower. To deploy away from it, you will have to build an android launcher. It's available in the self tab of build mode. Command mode allows you to build more than your current cap of androids, which is useful when you're replacing an old android and want to build this replacement before retiring it. Until you scrap excess androids back down under your unit cap, your units of that type won't be able to act, and you won't be able to end the turn. It'll show you a reminder when this happens. So create one android via command mode. Android's vehicles. Max, bulk, shell. Okay, hold up. What the fuck? Flying vehicles that you directly control. Max that you directly control. Bulk androids to secure the area. Deploy units related to your shell company once you have one. Give orders to bulk units by changing their stances. A third party will listen to you sometimes. If you have worker versions of your androids, which are even less independent than bulk versions, you can give them general orders here, and using commands that help you get things done faster. So for androids, we have 3 options. A technician, which we have one. Soul droid, port droid, capacity required. A combat unit, an ox droid, needs 12 capacity. These ones need 4. And a nickel bot, a dyna droid, mass-produced robot uses snipers, battlefield chaff, or cheap security guards. I mean, we're getting a combat unit, right? Right? An expensive humanoid robotic warrior used by many corporations. It exudes ennui. Why does it exude ennui? Wait, is it bored if it doesn't kill? Huh. Okay, we're getting a sniper and we're putting him on this fucking roof. Good. And then we're getting a combat unit and we're putting it on this fucking roof. I don't know. Oh, things are happening. Hold up. Oh, things are indeed happening. Chapter 1 is all about getting your basic empire started. This is part tutorial, part origin story, and part adventure. There are a variety of ways to go off the beaten path if you wish. To complete, the core path forward is always up here in the upper right corner in the task. You branch out in side activities. Humans are approaching. From the look of things, there are two distinct groups of them so far. One of them is hostile, and the other one's curious. Since your tower isn't exactly subtle, you'll have to do something to keep the humans away from it. Your role within the city will always be a shadowy one. Unless you have to sneeze loudly. Unless you become overwhelmingly powerful. In the meantime, the humans know something strange and new is happening. From now on, you'll have to interact with humans to get much done, but you don't have to tell them what you are. Suspicious androids implicate your tower. When your androids are blending in, they're anonymous among the many androids of the city. But a pattern has been noticed. Ever since the eruption of your tower, more androids have been acting suspiciously. That's a lie. If you get into a fight with military security forces and you don't wipe them out, they're going to start targeting buildings around your tower. For some reason, your tower itself seems off limits at the moment, but any freaky metallic buildings around it are fair game. Yolanda, stop being gross. What marks you defective? An individual unit will be marked defective when it physically attacks members of the military, sec force, or similar. Generally, anyone working for Vorsobor or Federal Corporation. Morale-based attacks will not cause this noble physically attacking citizens. Criminals, cults, religions, or similar. Wait, you can attack anyone except the corpos and you'll be fine. Ah, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's dystopian enough. Demolishing very large buildings using explosives will get you marked defective, as will certain other very scary abilities. A defective unit isn't a crisis. It means that all military and sec force units who are not on permanent guard duty will target that unit, but guards will continue to ignore it. On the other hand, it does mean that units' ability to blend in is gone, which can be problematic if you need to sneak into a restricted area to do a contemplation. Okay. So here are enemies. There are 4 of them, and a Ablator. Of course, it's Tark defense systems. Those morons always trying to position themselves as the first under Vorsobor. That said, you might be able to talk them out of it. Might we? I found many homeless citizens. But they are already aggressing upon me, no? They seem to already be aggressing upon me. I don't know how many things I should build. 29% damage. 26% damage. 52% damage. I have no idea how the combat system works. Right now, I don't understand what I'm doing at all. With an easy way to jump between your units, yeah. That's all the units I have, which is a lot. I knew that was there, but I guess we attack them? I don't know what's about to happen. Next turn, 118% damage, death. Is that them taking damage? Is that us doing damage? Is that... what is that? I don't know. But now they're gone. And now we're out of AP. But not only are we out of AP, we're also on 1 mind left. They're still alive. Can we get more mental energy? We can't, right? Forced conversation. If a person doesn't want to talk to you, you can try to make them. Targets available, Ablator, Grenadier. Damage this unit will take in next turn, 140%. Your unit will die. Enemies targeting you, 13. There were only 3 enemies last I checked. Oh, hi there. The combat system is beyond me at the moment. These two are no longer hidden. They're marked as defective. And turn? So now there's a billion more of them. This guy's dead. Another unit is in your way. There we go. No throwing grenade at my tower, thank you. And that leaves us with 1 guy left. And if I understood this correctly... nothing stops me from doing this. There is 1 more, apparently. Never mind, something stops me because there's always more of these. So that was all my mental energy for the entire turn, but all the corporate aggressors are dead now. Recoil suppression removed, marked defective. Are we still defective if no one's around to report this? Humans damage your stuff. The idea of sending androids to fix every little thing that gets broken makes you want to hurt people. So let's not do it that way. The spider drones you can use to surveil the city can also be used to repair. Just keep them in separate dig sites so each group knows what it's supposed to do. You'll find these in the support category. Install repair spiders near other structures, not just right now, but in general. Craig, you are the best duckling. So in building, we now have repair spooders. They have a very, very large repair radius. Where are they installed? Continuously repairs and rebuilds buildings within the large range, will also repair units to a lesser extent. If I just want to put that, like, right there, I can. Okay, cool. So this is all repairable now. And then you are still marked as defective. And there is more people. There's 2 more people now. How long can this go on? Zero out of 2. 2 are on the way. I see. That's how this works. Okay. The homeless individual explains that they're curious about what is happening. Your tower frightens them, but it could represent a new beginning. No one is homeless by choice. Whatever their prior social status, they've lost it all. Choose between the 2 major paths for Chapter 1. This has no effect on your options Chapter 2 and onward, but it is a massive divergence for the rest of Chapter 1. Out of the way, but not hurt. The tents in particular are everywhere and block construction. The problem is, the humans don't have anywhere else to go. New people are constantly losing their homes. Knocking down these tents or scaring them away are not practical long-term solutions. The human-centric path, more human contact and mostly options for kindness or empathy or apathy. You'll solve it with fire. You're not here to babysit stupid humans, no matter how pathetic. Not to put too fine a point on it, but the humans didn't help you either. Human avoidant path, focus on the inhuman aspects of the city and mostly options for isolationism and evil. So, Twitch chat. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I don't think I'm setting out to destroy all humans. I want that really fancy mech. I want that. Scare pro hostile architecture. I mean, I am the architecture, right? Pets? Can we keep humans as pets? That's not a bad idea. I don't hate that. Humans are the worst. No, we are the worst, Nix. Humans in this game might not be the worst, who knows? Honestly, yeah, move them away. Make it icky and leave mess everywhere. Yeah, but trying to get rid of them just makes more of them come here. That's the problem, right? The most efficient solution is to pack them up into a smaller space, like apartments. We can stack our humans. The irony of this reversal is not lost on you, but you want the space and there might be some secondary benefits. Okay. Tent elimination. Tents are unsightly in your way. Humans also don't like living in them. Provide free apartments ought to help. Target outcome. None chosen yet. Provide some apartments. After you provide apartment housing, it will take time for the humans to move in. You may need to end turns several times. Or provide more apartment housing. After you provide apartment, blah blah blah, 2,200 of them. Structural improvement +1, small arms research +1, 8 compassion, 4 wisdom. Or 4 compassion, 4 apathy, 1 structure improvement. Let's just go build shit. Human apartments. Needs a fuck ton of a resource that we have enough of, and shelters 1,300 humans. In other words, nothing's stopping me from saying oi and oi. And also oi. And then complain about the fact that repair spiders, or never mind, we have repair spiders up and running. You go, hold up. Over there. Like, it really unlocks tiles. I was assuming it would unlock a circle, but no, it unlocks more tiles. So we don't need to be as creative with these things as I thought we need to be. There we go. And we just don't have access to this because it's all blocked. Same with this, I reckon, huh? Fort Derway, Fort Donica, and Burgo Silo, yeah. These are blocking out my signals. This is Winchelsea Crossing. Standard military installations for city. Oh, this is a Warsaw installation. Okay, never mind. Stackable human zoo? Hell yeah. Bio trophies, the best Stellaris Civic, fight me. Then I crows, one dies and others assemble around them and look for what happened. Yeah, and then they just like don't fuck with that area for forever unless they can figure it out. Crows are cool. Birds are cool in general. Okay, there's 2 more assholes incoming, right? I only see 1. One of them is over there. Goodbye. And then 1 more. But they're coming in next turn. We have missing equipment. At least one of your unit classes has an empty equipment slot. Total empty slots. The bulk of units' power comes from their equipment. Okay, so let's have a look at combat unit over. Oh lord. We can give them an augment. Switching from currently equipment. What the fuck? Cognition engineering skill. No, you're here to fight. Movement and agility would work. Attack range, movement range. You can have that. Does this cost us anything? It doesn't feel like it. Technician bot has 2 augments. We give you an additional CPU and an additional CPU. Because you need to do things. And then nickel bot. Yeah, it's more optical processing. I see. Equipment. That's what this is. This doesn't seem to like cost any. Merc augments. Oath of Pacifism. All physical attack power but boosts intimidation morale. But what the fuck? Huh? Oh, mechs are the big fuckers. Okay, never mind. Never mind. These are the stats they change. I thought this was like an upkeep thing. I got it. Many of your structures are hidden, for the most part. It doesn't matter too much if they're discovered. The problem is a lot of humans carry contraband scanners to enforce or evade the law. There's not much you can do for your barely hidden structures, but your deeper ones can maintain cover. It's going to suck down a lot of power, but you can introduce scanner noise into an area, making it so that suspicion fades over time. Install jammers near your best secrets. Bear in mind that if you've buried things you'd like to keep hidden, you'll want to avoid inviting enemy mechs that direction. They have powerful scanners. A jammer can delay the scans of a single mech, but not several at once. So avoid building any secret infrastructure next to military bases you plan to aggro. Oops. Oh, oops. Fortunately, when units are standing around as guards, the scanners are off. So I would say we want to build one there. And we build one here. Did something just explode over here? I just heard like a deep impact kind of sound. An Android launcher? Oh yeah, we want an Android launcher. We absolutely want an Android launcher, right? We put them over here. And then we'll already have to worry about like energy again, but we can't fuck with that. We cannot. Wait, where is the thing that makes energy though? Large wind generators. This needs one wind engine internal robotics. Okay, we don't have the parts for it. Corporate request incoming, 10 elimination. We're still building all of this, so we're ending turn here. We'll leave our little tech robot by himself. Oh my god, please just end the fucking turn. There we go. That doesn't need to be that complicated. Easy. And that's all the corporate aggressors that are coming for us right now. There are more, but they really didn't sell that house when they should have, huh? This should have probably sold to like a development plan somewhere like 100 years ago. What the fuck? The handbook gains new entries as they're relevant to your situation. You can see the count rise when new unread entries are added. It's not expected that you read them all, but it's good to know they're there. Please hold H to go to the handbook screen, or click the icon, and then click into any of the entries. Control. Okay. Feeling uncomfortable is natural. You may occasionally feel like you must be doing something wrong, just because everything is different. Remember, you're not exactly thinking like a human here. Everything is seen through the lens of a non-human intelligence, and it may or may not take you a bit of time to adapt. Be kind to yourself. Having your perspective shift over time is part of the experience, and not doing anything wrong if certain things don't click immediately. You're unlikely to lose or fail during this period of adjustment. I do like that a lot. I do like this a lot, because I am feeling like I'm doing something wrong. I'm feeling like I'm placing too many things together. I'm feeling like I should probably like span out and make a network. Like all of these things are currently at the back of my head going like I can't, like I don't feel like I'm doing anything correct. Like I'm already too discovered. We just went into a huge firefight over here. Blah. I don't have internal robotics. Like all of these are marked as defective. But like, okay, I get it. I get it. The androids are decent combatants, but they could be so much more. To jumpstart your research into weapons and armor, you should steal more specimens from the humans. Use street sense to find humans to get the drop on. But what if I don't... okay. Murder android for registration. Your android usually blend in with the androids all over the city. Your android's registration has been noted as defective, but if you take another android's registration for your own... that. Steal vehicle. Okay. You. So both of these are now going to take a little bit before they're ready again, right? You up here. No, you up there. You are blending in currently. Ambush budget security. Related to exotic importers, hidden syndicate storage. Budget security or freelance agents who work for hire for the lower end working classes. The jackets offer no protection but have hoods that can completely conceal a face. Surely that would be useful for you at some point. They seem to be doing detective work at the moment. Hood back, focused on something on the ground. Judging by the fact that their face obscurance is down, they probably work for a criminal syndicate. Demand their clothes. Stun them with your taser. We need to send a... Okay, never mind. Hold up, don't worry about it. What if we send a technician? Okay, what if we tell Nickelbot to go back? And then we send a technician. Stun them with your taser. You can take their clothes while they're unconscious. This armor will be incredibly useful. Everything went well, no backup was alerted. We got armor. SAC Force relaxing at Hudson. Hudson Donuts is a known front for a criminal syndicate run by members of SAC Force. This is confusing. The SAC Force members seem to be more at ease here than anywhere else. Some of their shotguns are not even secured. Yo, give me that. The weapon will come in handy. Hee. We are marked as defective, I just realized. Apartment fire? The thick concrete and alumina walls make it risk of spreading to neighboring tenements rather low. Can I help there? Firefighters are putting out a minor apartment blaze. The thick concrete and alumina walls make the risk of it spreading to neighboring tenements rather low. Seems unlikely to benefit you, but what the heck, you're here. This unit will remain busy at the site for several turns. Murder them. Maybe the fire will spread if there's nobody around to stop you. No, but let's go help them. What's that? Oh, that's just kill? Okay, that's multiple kills and a wiretap. I see. This unit here still has actions. What is it? What is that? Like, it says steal vehicle, but I don't know what vehicle. But we're out of mental anyway, so let's go rest up real quick. These are all used right now, and they're all busy. I still don't know what this is. Must have at least 80 hacking skills. SAC Force weapon shipment. I see. There is an unlocked brownstone. The home isn't strictly open, but the security on the door is low enough that it might as well be. No one is home, and you can walk right on in if you want. The home isn't strictly open. Okay. Place items. Loot what you can find. Nobody's here to stop you. Political rally. A citizen parking at motel. You're not sure what this person's up to. Are they committing a crime, doing something immoral, or just poor? You're not sure what they're up to. Okay, so help them. We need consumer goods, which we do not have. You can't see through walls, but your hearing is excellent, and all of the motel rooms are poorly made. You could try and see what they're doing. We're just going to be spying on people. For now. And then over here, I don't want to just like murder someone. Although, once again, we are discovered. What's that? Lost gen water theft. These orphans are simply trying to get potable water for their group. Help gather and carry water. You can carry a vast amount more than these kids. Patching into pipes at the outside of the convenience store is not that hard, but carrying it away at speed is quite difficult. Watch them passively or murder them. They're kids just trying to survive, but hey! You're curious if these kids can manage to not only get the water, but also get away. Water is one of the largest needs humans have, and it's pretty heavy. Fuck it, help them. We don't have anything else to do with our little robots at the moment, so we might as well, right? Our tent elimination project is complete. And apparently somewhere there is a new dialogue. I don't know where. If I click on it, it puts me here, which isn't anything. So I don't know. Oh, we now have different weapons. I see. Let's do that. It still says 3 missing equipment. Like, what would be the other equipment we can have? A security jacket, I see. Perks granted blending in. Can we all wear security jackets? Yes. And then this is all empty because we don't have anything to equip there. Okay, so now everyone has a security jacket. It's just cloth and leather, but it's obvious the body and the but it obscures the body and the face, allows new android forms to blend into crowds. Even if it is disguised, enemy scans will detect an android that is marked defective. Variations of this getup are worn by freelance detectives and bodyguards, cheap enough for the lower and working class to afford them. No more work requests today. Hell yeah, Taco, you made it! You made it through. Congratulations. Weapons and armor. We still need to steal, but everyone's busy now. Grand Theft Aero. You've been probing the flying delivery craft for exploits for a while. One just pinged. Using Street Sense, you can commandeer a delivery craft of your own. What is it good for? Probably not much. But you sure are curious. Pick upgrades. You have 1 or more upgrades available. You must pick them before ending the turn. There are currently 2 total upgrades. Small arms research. Structural improvements. Oh. General robotics that power 1 or more. Oh, I see. I would like a wind engine. I feel like we need power again. And then small arms research. A reinforced security jacket. Work on muzzle velocity. Oh, these are upgrades. I see. That's pretty cool, but that should also mean that I can make another wind generator. Put this in there. And now we have some level of power again. Huh. Got like 3.5 hours to while away the time unless someone emails a new request in. Hold up, give me your email real quick. Let me send something real quick. I got you. If you're bored, don't worry about it. This is worthless. Oh, it's that person there. It's these. These don't really show up on this map, dude. These don't really show up. Death draws near. The human regards your android steadily. After a moment, they thank you for the clean, warm apartment. Apparently, the AGI researchers told them what you are. They seem reluctant to say more. Inquire why they rummage for food. They explain how they lost their job and home. They've been cut off from their friends and extended family. The corporations used the homeless to set an example. Nobody will help them now. Even when they had a job, it was a very low social value one. They often had food shortages. There's just not enough to go around for the lower classes, and the homeless are outright ignored. You're not sure how much of a commitment you want to make to random humans. Securing water. Rainwater and groundwater are contaminated. If you're going to provide food, you should provide safe water too. Groundwater is not potable. You need to investigate a water filtration plant to improve the groundwater. You're probably going to need filtered water for industrial applications anyway. I was about to say, we probably need this for like other shit, right? Provide some filtered water, provide more. We're just going for more. To make a deal providing water, you need to produce a certain amount of filtered water per turn. If your percentage completes same stack, build more water purification buildings. The resulting dealers with the lower classes at large, not just the humans you shelter. For any you do house, you're just their landlord, not their liege lord. Yeah, I want the optimization, and we're gonna need this anyway. So, do we have Stealth, Well, and Cistern? We need 4 of these fuckers to get our production quota. They require just robotics, which, oops. So how are they built? They're also built inside housing. Four of these will do. And then they need a little bit of time. Kind of want to build more. I already just want to build more. 2,200. You know what? Fuck it, I will. There we go. The apartments are fine. I don't even know what the apartments do for us. They technically don't do anything right now. But let them. Expense slurry. How much slurry are we making? 38,000 net per turn, so this still makes a lot. But we're running out of robotics. Flat out running out of robotics. Let's start by getting some groundwater, then we'll worry about filtering. We're doing this already. Feel free to quickly end a bunch of turns to speed through this part. There's no time pressure at the moment. The game seems to be really lenient on the whole, like, hey, you can just go. Don't worry, like, you can just go. I play too many games where if you end your turn early, you get fucked. Ambush a captain? Oh, never mind. Don't worry about it. We'll come back to you. We'll ambush you later. But I would like my technician back for that. Which they need 3 more turns to be back. A wiretap. Okay, that didn't bring anything up. That just wiretapped something. Oh, we're busy for 7 turns. Never mind. Never mind. We're just going to be busy for a little bit. One of our security units came back and we're no longer marked as defective because we killed a bot. Seal from Syndicate Storage. We're not a Shadow Dweller and we're not an expert Shadow Dweller, so we're not doing that. But we're still blending in. We're not marked for destruction, or we're not marked defective. God, I want these so bad. Too much armor. Yeah, that makes sense. Fuck it, let's steal that. Oh. Oh, that was instant. Oh. Until now, you've been quite reactionary. This is fine to a point. You're still new to being a person. But if you only react to the stimuli in front of you, you're going to wind up letting the humans drive your destiny. Sometimes the best ideas come not from the challenge in front of you, but through quiet contemplation. Except the contemplation lens. There's no getting around the fact that you're still new. Opportunities for contemplation will be relatively limited for now. As you gain more experience with the city, increasing numbers will open up. If you're wanting more flexibility in how you conduct yourself, then getting a head start on what few contemplations are available would be a good idea. I should have realized that 21mm spacing across 96 wells adds up. Does it? It's the duck! That's correct. Hey, Grainbolt, how you doing? Reveals contemplation spots throughout the city. Having a qualified android interact with one of them will start a chain of events. These include side explorations, new steps on the core route to specific endings, and ways to alter the nature of certain endings. Very interesting. Solitary variant. This is a one-time sort of deal. Normally you need to work with the android variants you have, but you don't have many yet, and the combat unit is just so useful. If only you could have 2 separate loadouts for them, right? Well, let's do this thing. The red combat unit has a different icon and color, and it doesn't blend in unless it's an obscuring armor. It is bright red. But otherwise, it's identical to the main combat unit. The purpose of this split is so that you can configure each variant for different purposes and run both loadouts at once. Must have at least 40 engineering skill. Is there something cool instead? This just seems like a thing you do for upgrades. Exploring wealthy residences. Top Vorsowa executives rarely come to the city now that you've awakened. They hide in far-off bunkers waiting to see what happens. You're an experiment. They'll sacrifice almost anything in their city if it yields a political advantage in their struggle with the space nations. A lot of the executive residences are currently sitting empty, with only routine cleaning staff passing through them. Sounds like a possible opportunity. Warning, this has major ramifications that may be too challenging while you're still in the tutorial. Also contains many subtle things that may pass below notice if you don't have prior experience with the game. Feel free to skip this until chapter 2 or make a quick save and try it now. Part of core route for gold dark underbelly. PMC appearance. You notice there are quite a few private military contractors operating in and around the city. It seems that their troops get less scrutiny than our official corporate troops. In general, the PMCs have lower firepower and lower numbers, so Vorsowa isn't concerned about an uprising from them. Must have at least 100 engineering skill. Contemplation type, chapter 1 core route. Okay, so we'll have to fuck with this. Is that a dog? Dog fighting rescue. The nomad families are pacifists who rarely get involved in worldly affairs, but you've noticed some of their snipers moving around the decrepit parts of the city, breaking up some sort of animal abuse. You could also get involved, but it does seem like the nomad families have it under control. Intrusive thoughts. You're not sure why randomly murdering civilians gives you a rush of mental energy. You're not sure you want to know. You're aware that some humans suffer from intrusive thoughts that don't reflect their values. Humans just have to set those thoughts aside. For yourself, you think you can reroute these thoughts in a different direction. It's not brain surgery, but more of a light neurofeedback self-therapy. Once completed, your ability to use cold blood will be gone, but as part of the conditioning, you will increase your capacity of both 18cm spiders and network attendants. These are the happy thoughts that your synapses will redirect towards whenever you start feeling that particular flavor of homicidal ideation. Ooh, must have 80 cognition, and cognition was... this stat. We're 15, never mind. But I do want that. Black market assistance. Pattern analysis of the city feed is a black market trader. Exocore goods are coveted, so there's a thriving black market at this airport. Your unit must be a PMC imposter. A PMC imposter and a PMC imposter. Okay, so these we can't do. We don't have a way to do this. This I don't want to do. This... we don't have the engineering for. Once again, we need our engineer back. What if we go into command mode and we make another technician, because we really fucking need one. And then we go into contemplations. And then we get a new paint job. So this is just an unlock, basically, right? Drage! Don't mind me. Hi, Drage. Hope you're doing well. There's just no way I didn't follow Karen until now. Don't worry, I get it. Don't worry, I get it. I wouldn't follow myself either. Hope you're well. Contemplations are powerful. Side activities power you up or anger your enemies, and contemplations are the most notable. Your choices determine which aspects are most dominant. The list of contemplations tends to include both side content as well as the options to push towards specific endings for your current timeline. Some endings are naturally harder than others, and some paths to some endings are even harder. Once you reach Chapter 3, you'll have more visibility into your options. In general, explore what seems interesting to you, especially on your first timeline. If you find yourself unable to progress towards a hard goal, remember that there are always other options available, typically in contemplations. So it's not the type of do everything game. It's the type where you find what you want to do and then you do that over the course of time. And if you don't, then you do something else. This is something that I will majorly have to adjust to because I don't usually work that way. Like, my brain doesn't fucking work that way. Can you also reminisce? Sadly, no. Your view can get cluttered once you have a lot of units. In some lenses, like contemplations, the icons for your units are therefore not shown. Hold control to show your units' icons on these lenses. Ah, nice. On lenses where your units' icons are hidden by default, you can invert this behavior via one of the filter options. The androids' forms designed by humans all have level 1 clearance. They lose this when they're marked defective. Consider your options in Street Sense for removing the marked defective badge. You can visit a licensing agency and pay a fee on behalf of your employer, or you can grab a replacement registration from another android. That's what we've done so far. But everyone, like, no one should be marked as defective right now. No one should be. Big emphasis on should be. So what do we have available in our forces right now? We have a tech unit and a fighter unit up and running. That's it. We need to still... What happened to the vehicle we stole, by the way? That's just gone, huh? That is just gone. I'm gonna send this combat unit to this dogfighting rescue. The Nomad families are pacifists who rarely get involved in worldly affairs. You've never been around a dog before, but you've heard good things. Others will start dogfighting ring. You can potentially just watch. What the fuck? Huh? Oh, okay. What? Now what? Is it in Street Sense? Cold Blood? Gang member lookout. A political rally. We are not marked as effective. A licensing agency. What the fuck is all of this? Unlocked upgraded home. Is it strictly open? Oh, unlock is in. You go in there. There is the dogfighting ring. There is going to be a fucking firefight there. Because these are all enemies and they're going to get attacked by these nomad people. I understand now. Okay, so... Oh, I fucking see. But I would like in on this. Not gonna lie, I would very much like in on this. Let's go here. And then over the course of a couple of turns, we will get over there. I assume this shit is just gonna go down. Breaking up a dogfighting ring run by gangs. They probably have it under control. You can help with the nomads turning on... You can help without the nomads turning on you, but the gangs won't take kindly to it. Fuck them. Turns remaining before expire 4. No, I'm with you, Crambo. I'm with you. We're not standing for this. We're not standing for this. We're already out of mental, so we're just gonna send this. Are you mine? No, but I could attack you. Hi. Got one. And now we're under fire. However, we could be less under fire. And now we're under fire. Do we die? There was a preview that we had earlier. Wait, they don't know where we are. What? Oh, do they know where we are? Next turn, 94% damage. Maybe they know where we are. Maybe we're dying. I don't know. The combat in this I still do not fully understand. We're building wells and cisterns. Most enemies have no spatial weaknesses. Most enemies are not extra weak to attacks from behind or above. Your units are never spatially extra weak. For those enemies that do have spatial weaknesses, the weakness info is shown in the attack damage prediction tooltip by your mouse cursor. If a strong enemy has no spatial weakness, consider applying status effects on yourself or inflicting them on your foes. So different fucking question. What if I run away? What is that symbol? 19 to 45%. I don't want to. What if I want to move there? What if I just want to move? Is that like Overwatch damage or some shit? Predicted attack of opportunity to a unit. The enemy's sighting unit will damage it if you attempt to move out of their range. Yes, that's exactly what that is. Okay, so we're just gonna chill here. Blending it isn't camo. Yeah, but we've also not been marked as effective because this is not like a target that anyone cares about, is the problem, right? We'll be fine. We'll be okay. See, we only take 43% damage next turn, I think. See, we're okay. Everything's fine. And then they're gone, and then they're gone. And then the unrighteous were turned to ash. There you go, see? We do take 1 billion damage if we just leave this year. But now we're no longer taking 1 billion damage. Right? I probably should stop trying to use the sniper rifle as a, this shotgun as a sniper rifle, but... You know, I don't want to. There's so many other people that you get to fire at, and they're not shooting at me. We're fine, right? Like, we're fine. I think we're fine. We're gonna leave that there. This is still all getting built. I believe they're still getting built, right? Yes, they're still getting built. The red lines between the enemy units and yours, that's who the enemies are attacking at the end of turn, and that's AOL. Okay, thank you, Ori. A shotgun is like having 37 simultaneous sniper rifles. Exactly. They just go in funky directions. But if you aim like me, then it's not weird at all. Don't worry about it. Too much armor. What do we have in Street Sense? This is where we were before, right? There's that occult participation thing. If I grab this tech bot, we still need to ambush this captain. Hey, get tasered, idiot. Anyone else? Anyone else? Let's maybe not fuck with the gang members. But we only have one more action. We don't have a hacking skill of 80. I wish we did, though. I really wish we did, though. That we can't do anything with. Now available armor. Military style armor. Oh, would you look at that? So if I check here, no one is attacking me this turn, right? These are all... Are these all attacking me? Wait, where did they all come from? I thought we were, like, clear here, and then they all appeared out of nowhere. And then we were clear over here. Ta-da! Dog fighting ring trailer. Aided mission reward available. Now for that reward, we can have some spiders. Or better micro builder fabs. Technically this is refining rather than procurement, but it's very low in many production chains. Oh, it makes our fabricators better. Okay, sure. There's a vehicle? No, that's not mine. That's just in the way. I have no idea what happened to the fucking thing that we stole. I don't know. Or did we steal it? I don't know. I thought we did, but... Eh? It wasn't my forces list. Oh, there it is! The TYS Harm. I love that this little fucker is named the Harm. Wait, I love you. You're my favorite. The Harm. Oh, yeah, we're gonna do that. Hello, little guy. You're a delivery craft with 3 passengers. Blending in air traffic. It's not suspicious. And it has 75 firing hatches. Units riding this vehicle can fire at enemies from out of these hatches. The rating from 0 to 100 is how much damage your units can do while firing from this position. Higher is better. Okay, so we need to put units into this, right? What else do we have? Lock movement, shields up, pinpoint systems. Oh. Okay. Okay. We also still need to steal 1 set of weapons. So if I were to be... Ooh, hold up. If I were a set of weapons... The lookout is just waiting around, watching. Take their weapons. Fuck you. Investigations. The quickest way to get started is to right-click the investigation lens on the radial menu. They will select a valid investigator. You must have a technician and switch the current lens to investigations. Let's tap to go to the map view. You'll see some very large green circles. These are your options for places to investigate. They're all the same, except for potential danger around them. Choose one and move your technician to it. That's not a technician. You're a technician. This is an invasive action that will attack enemies regardless of your unit's security clearance. Can I do this? Okay, no, it's always an invasive action. This is how you probe in unknown dangerous situations. Send in 1 sacrificial unit and see what happens. In this particular case, if you examine the stats of your SecForce cruiser, you'll see that it has armor. None of your units can destroy it. This will lead to a burst of inspiration where you can then go off and get more powerful, that come back for revenge. For now, end the current turn and let your poor technician meet its fate. These enemies will leave once the perceived threat is gone. I see. So we just walked into this. I was betrayed. Betrayed! Can I get you, little goober, to like kind of sort of come back home? Like, not efficiently, I know that, but... This is all one movement? Fucking hell. Yes, yes it fucking is. Okay, we're gonna make this thing board here. I kind of want like people in here to shoot out of. That would be funny. Small arms research. Ooh, look at all of this. These are all stats that I'm incredibly unfamiliar with and I don't quite know what to do with them, so let's just go and pick something. This is a Honda Civic and you can do drive-bys. Yup. That was disgusting. A bunch of people came and went from the motel and your android heard a lot of things through the walls of various rooms. Your larger self was still connected to your android the entire time since there was no reason to fork your consciousness. No Faraday cages here, no risk of intercepted network signals. You think it would have been very hard on yourself if you had been isolated in a single android body while observing humans carrying on like that. Disgusting. Now, a side quest. The combat with the SecForce cruiser is unwinnable. Let's fix that. It has armor, so you need to develop armor piercing. You've had a stroke of inspiration. Follow the instructions in the Steel Prismatic Tungsten project that has started. The general idea is to use Street Sense and a group of combat units to infiltrate a military base and steal things. If you haven't done any improvements of your unit's loadouts yet, now is your time to do that. See the handbook if you need further information. Meat is obsolete, yes. Failed attempts are how you probe. You won't be immediately successful in some combat situations. Many fights on the path to your goal will be too hard to complete on your first pass. Using Street Sense or Contemplation, you can detect side activities, strengthen your forces by completing those, especially the contemplations. First pass at a difficult encounter can also give you ideas on how to refit your forces to better tackle that specific scenario. Okay. So in general, the game is putting like a pretty big emphasis on try shit. We're not playing StarCraft. If you fuck up your build order, you're not suddenly going to die. Or you may be, but that's okay. Dying to death is fine. That's what they're very, very keen on telling us over and over and over, right? Over and over and over, they're saying exactly that. If you die, that's okay. You can send your idiots. That's what they're there for. It's very different from how I would play games normally. A disarmed gang member. Aw, he doesn't have the weapons anymore. Confused, thinking about what to do next. Aw. Aw, baby. Oh no. Wait, can I just shoot you from here? Kind of, maybe, no? So you're all in here, right? Yeah, I can't just shoot them. And now he doesn't have to think anymore. And another gang member has left the building. That's pretty cool. And then we can just move the harm somewhere else. We'll just bring the harm home. Right? There you go. Can we give the robots a tank top and a backwards cap on their head? We should. Maybe they're cool bots, who knows? If you move one of your units away from an enemy that is actively targeting it, that enemy will get a free attack for a small randomized percentage of its normal damage. To minimize this, consider the order in which you move your units, so consider staying where you are and taking cover. If you're trespassing and the guards are targeting you but the alarm is not active, then you can move laterally without triggering an attack of opportunity. To do so, move out of the restricted area, but still within the range of the units targeting you. At that point, since the non-alarmed guards won't target you anymore, you can freely move away without being attacked. Okay, so Steel Prismatic Tungsten. You need this resource to create armor-piercing shells. Slap your combat units into military-style armor, make sure they aren't marked defective, and see what Street Sense picks up for them on military bases. The map view can be helpful. Okay, so where was this menu earlier? It wasn't this menu, was it? I thought it was over here somewhere. But it clearly wasn't. Life form strategic resources, tips, report, input, output. Forces. Not forces. Command mode. Neuroweave. Combat unit red. Combat unit red is just... okay. That's just a different loadout for combat unit. Other than that, they're the same. They're not the same thing. Interesting. I was wrong. It's red and does not blend in unless wearing armor. How do I get back to the equipment menu? Like, I just know to click this. It's under hardware over here. Okay. I need to remember that. So all of our combat units, this isn't one combat unit, this is all combat units. They're all going into mill-style armor. Pulsed revolver. Feats granted Android Buster. Or we can give them a smart pistol that's giving them more cognition and hacking skills. I like that. Give them a bit more versatility. Then we have the light shotgun on them right now. That gives them Ambush 3. Ambush 3, damage multiplier against targets when this unit is in shadow or blending in. So a lot. And then this is a proper shotty that is more power, less attack range, less ambush. I'm okay with a light shotgun on people for now. Trade-off in combat power seems to be fine. Combat unit red is going to be our stealth version. We're giving them a security jacket. They're gonna get lightweight components and also a smart pistol. Our technician is also getting a smart pistol because I think they need it. Our technician now has a fuckload of cognition, which means we should be able to do the 80 cognition thing. Oh, we already... This doesn't matter. Clicking that. Okay, cool. Alright. Alright. I like it. Galandier, be normal. Seriously. Okay, cool. 2 dialogue options available. So there are people to talk to here. A corporal vice president. I want to get another technician down because we just lost one. But we don't have the robotics to do that. I see the issue. In other words, we have the robotics to do that. You little guy, go talk to them. No, please go talk to them. We're out of thing. Never mind, we're out of energy. There we go. About you sapiens. Her introduction is perfunctory but polite. Then she cuts right to the point. Her corporation knows you are sapient and a distributed intelligence. As one of the main telecom providers, Espia first noticed when your consciousness signature spread across the network to multiple androids. They've seen other androids have brief bouts of sapience, and they've seen malware spread across the city, feed like this before. But they've never seen both at once. This is concerning. Vorsiba executives have told the Fed Corps to leave the tower alone. They haven't given much explanation. The other Fed Corps are speculating, and the leading theory is that the tower is an internal project run by Vorsiba itself. So, as far as she knows, only Espia knows the truth, though certainly Vorsiba upper management is aware. It's possible that our core Nexus has also figured it out, but Espia can't ask them without revealing what they know. So what's next? She goes into a very long explanation of the corporate structure of the city and the psychological incentives that pit the Fed Corps against one another, and so that they can't rise up against Vorsiba. The lecture is informative, but far too detailed and goes on for a few hours. You don't interrupt her because this is useful. Your consciousness focuses on your other bodies, which are doing more interesting things. Executives talk too much. This could have been summarized. You ask her what she wants. She shrugs. She wants the same thing everyone wants, to get off planet. You and your tower are the most exciting thing to happen on Earth in generations. Vorsiba executives are trying to decide how to profit off of it. It's much the same with Espia. As long as you don't become an existential threat to Vorsiba, your tower is probably safe. This is good news. fairly close to what you planned. As much as your tower was about establishing the start of your own empire, it was also about playing into the greed of the regional executives. Right now, the fact that our tower is a decoy has not mattered whatsoever. They want off this planet, they want new technology, your existence represents a possibility for both. You ask if they can still track your consciousness. You already know the answer, but you want to hear what the shields say. He tells the truth. No. Ever since you established your own network, they have no way of monitoring you. You're pretty sure you'd sense it if someone started invading your network. It's bound to happen eventually, but for now, the corpo hackers are being careful. Nice to get an honest answer. And then our other talk is another corpo vice president who's seeking a meeting. This low-level top executive wishes to meet with you. What a contradiction. You can tell this is going to be tiring as soon as he starts speaking. Oh my god, do you know people like this? Do you know people like this? You start, I mean, I'm like this, right? But like you start talking to them and you immediately go, that was a mistake. Damn it. But then you can't get back off anymore. You can't tell if the humans have figured out what you are. Do you care? What's my boss? Yes. Yes. Oh no. Let him blather on. Most of your consciousness is doing more interesting things. There's no need for us to interrupt him and give away what we are. He says very little of importance at first, but the longer he talks, the more you piece together. I feel tired each time I try to speak. Oh, Misty. You suspect it's a strategy for sharing information without seeming to share information. Apparently, Vorsoba executives have told Tark and all the other Fed Corps to leave the tower alone. They haven't given much explanation. The Fed Corps are speculating, and the leading theory is that the tower is an internal project. Why are you here? He wants to know why you didn't just kill all the soldiers on the field. It's a question from some of the other VPs and SVPs inside Tark. The C-suite doesn't know he's here. You're baffled as to why they care. You're machine intelligence and you didn't want to. Say a lot of words that don't mean much, or lie. You do work for Vorsoba and Vorsoba doesn't want to waste life. I think we just say a lot of words that don't mean much. I don't want to tell him the truth. He's from Tark. We just had a fight with, well, Tark just killed one of my dudes. That's it. And I think we're about to have a fight with Tark very soon. If we're making anti-armor like projectiles right now, I think we're about to have a fight with Tark. Yeah, we just say a lot of things. You don't think he believed you. You wonder if you'll ever hear from any of those Tark VPs again. You suppose it doesn't matter. Alright. So much violence. Humans are starting to counter your moves. They are numerous and have a manufacturing advantage. And if this turns into a constant bloodbath, you'll be able to overpower you. Humans in this society seem to have a very high tolerance for physical violence. It's not like you can't fight when you need to. But what if you could weaponize human emotion? If you could make some opponents abandon the field of battle, that might have all sorts of uses. In all things, moderation. How much you choose to rely on physical violence versus persuasion, fear, and despair is up to you. Still need to steal prismatic tungsten. But in order to steal prismatic tungsten, we've decided that we need to, like, rebuild all of our dudes. There's another apartment fire over there. I have, for some reason, within me decided we're putting out all these apartment fires. I don't know why. Something tells me I should. Maybe it's just being nice. Dog! Feral Rottweiler pack. Now that you're aware of them, you've started noticing them everywhere. Feral dogs chase cats, rats, pigeons, and urban deer. They live in packs and occasionally catch an elderly human. Life is brutish, fearful, and short. Project Dog Shelter begins now. Can I, in any way, shape, or form... Cannot rescue target. You don't know how to rescue this kind of target yet. Are there any contemplations that might be relevant? Well, we've contemplated on the nature of, like, dog fighting rings and how to get rid of them. But that's it. We don't have anything else. Intrusive thoughts over there, that's where we have our tech bot, but none of, like, our one tech bot we have right now is not available for missions. But that's what I want to do. I want to get into intrusive thoughts. Dogs are robots' best friend. I think we're going the dog route, dude. We're saving the dog. I really want to. However, ducklings, Twitch chat, everybody. Big stretch. That was a very brief first look. That was a very brief first look. The game goes into 1.0 on Friday. To me, that means I probably want to play more on Thursday. So tomorrow is my day off. It's also my grandma's birthday. So I'm going to be busy. There won't be a bonus stream tomorrow. I have to deal with family. But I want to play more. This game is very different. I said the same thing during the beginning of Early Access. This game is very different to what I normally play. I usually like, not hand-holding, but I like guardrails, right? I like open goals that I can follow. I like a system. This game is an open-ended system. It's a sandbox. I love my sandbox in pen and paper games. I love making sandboxes for my players. This one is a shift in thinking, needs a shift in thinking from me. But it is very, very interesting, and so I want to give it that time to allow... You know how it said, like, hey, this is written from, like, for machines. Don't worry, it takes time for you to think like a machine. Like, during that time that you should adapt, like, don't worry about it, you'll get there. I feel like this for the style of game. It will take time for me to, like, get into the idea of I am this network instead of I am playing a video game. But I think that's the interesting part about this. I think that's the interesting part about it. So, on Thursday, when we're back, we're going to play more. And then on Friday, the game comes out, and I'll probably do, like, a Friday... We'll see. This week, we're taking one day at a time. If you've seen my schedule is just, there is a stream. Instead of marking what we're actually doing. There's a couple of things that I'm waiting on that may or may not happen. But I'm very, very certain that on Thursday, we're going to be playing some more. Because this is really, really cool. So let me, really quickly, before I forget, I've been known to forget these things. This game has, like, a very... decent autosave, but I want to man save anyway. One manual save done, and that will be it for today. Let's see. Let's see. God, I'm hungry. My sleep schedule is all over the place. Being struck down with gastroenteritis, like, the last couple of days was really rough on my sleep schedule. So I am everywhere right now. Meaning I'm going to need to make food, and then I'm probably going to need to get a nap or something. I don't know yet. Yeah, but that's it. Everybody, thank you all for joining me today. I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night or evening, whatever it is where we are. I hope to see you again on Thursday. We're going to be playing more on Thursday. Hope to see you there for that. And until then, stay safe. And thank you for your time. Goodbye.